Dude, why the fuck did someone make a Dorkin Christmas emote? Why? Why not? Okay. But like if you were Dorkin just in general, I feel like everyone would get the point, you know? Wow, it's my very best parasocial friend. Yeah, that's me. I'm here right now. You made an appearance in their recruitment video, and then you linked something that I can't see. Okay. Cool, man. Cool, man. Let's just not link stuff. You guys excited for Christmas? I think I might fly home, see my parents. Speaking of that, let me see if I can... You know what? Let me do some very responsible pre-stream stuff, like look up flights. Google flights. Let's see. LAX to Louisville. Is it like is it expensive to fly around Christmas? It must be. Okay. Round trip. I usually haven't actually been doing first class domestic because like that's not even worth it. Like first class domestic costs like 3 times more than regular, and like you don't even get like a lay down seat. But if you there's no direct flights from LAX to Louisville. They connect in either Atlanta or some other airports, but Atlanta is one of 2 airports from LAX where if you get first class domestic, they actually give you like the full ass fucking like you can lay down and go to sleep thing, which is insanely good. So, big fan. Oh yeah, the prices get crazy higher on Christmas. Okay, so let's say I fly out on Christmas Eve. Come back on like 27th. How much is that going to cost? There are a lot of seats. I think you should view flights in incognito mode to get the lowest price. Oh yeah, I heard about some shit like that. One stop. No, I'm not. So American, is there a Delta flight somewhere? That would be extremely ideal. I'd be getting there 3 minutes before Christmas. YouTube W, real name W. Oh, yeah, you do have your real name, Cody B. Guys, that's gotta be weird. When you're reading the chat and you, like, read someone's name, but then, like, someone just says your full first and last name, that has to be so jarring. Don't fly Southwest. I have a vendetta against them. I have a vendetta against American Airlines. And it's really for no particular reason, but I've only flown like first class for a few years, and American Airlines first class is so much fucking worse than any of their competitors. It's insane. It's the same price. It should be illegal. Why don't you take your private jet? I don't think I'll ever be able to afford a private jet. Bro, private jet is such a extreme step up in income from anything commercial. That shit is insanely expensive. Hey Max, curious what turned you off to PoE 2? I don't know, man. It's the only thing I can describe is I've tried to play PoE 1 multiple times. And I got bored every time. And playing PoE 2 felt the exact same. No different. Like, I was not any more or less interested in the game. It was just, I don't know, have you guys ever played a game for like a couple hours and then been like, all right, well, this isn't very fun. I'm just not going to do it anymore. It's just that. It's the same feeling. I don't know if it's much deeper than that because I don't know what to compare it to, but it's just, I don't know. I'm wondering what like the community feedback is, because PoE has some major glazers. Like, people love to glaze PoE, so I'm sure it's like pretty positive. But I'm I don't know. It just seems to like here's my take. Here's my take. Okay, so if you are someone who has liked PoE 1, which PoE 1 has a very high approval rating. People who like PoE 1 fucking love it. And I think those people seem to be liking PoE 2. Although I have seen some dissension. I've seen some people saying they actually like PoE 1 better. Mostly because of the speed of play. And I haven't seen a lot of people who didn't like PoE 1 like PoE 2. That's the boat I'm in. Like, I didn't really like the original PoE. And it just feels like the exact same game, but slower. What is it? PoE 2 just needs work. It's going to bang in a year, I'm sure, but right now it's undercooked. Yeah, I mean, but they did their release, you know? So you have to judge it for what you get. All games are going to be better in a year, you know? Max, have you ever considered doing a Mythic Plus podcast with like below 2,000 rated players that pug instead of title players? No. What is it? My favorite thing about the Glazers is if you mention D4 and they melt down. I have 5,000 hours in PoE 1, but the GGG glazing is insane. Yeah, they have such a strange relationship with Diablo. I mean, I would say that I think Diablo is a better game, but that's like my opinion, right? Like, I have played way more Diablo. I have been like hard addicted to Diablo at multiple points, and I've never found PoE interesting at all. So like, if you're looking at my opinion, I would absolutely make that argument, right? Why would I? What other argument could I have? I like one game and I don't really like the other one, so I'm not like making a statement on which game is better for everyone, but for me, that's what I would say for sure. To be honest, I think you would like PoE 2 a lot. I've tried. I played it. I played it before it released for like 6 or 7 hours. I played it for 6 or 7 hours last week. That's not my thing, man. Is the PoE subreddit a nuclear fallout zone? We can look at it. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. What is it? I think you'd like it if you tried cooking up your own build like you do in D4, but I don't know. I mean, I did kind of try to do that. I think I don't know. In D4, cooking up your own build is like, it seems manageable to do. Like the Paragon board seems easy to understand. The skills are not super complicated. Like the potential of a PoE build is like, you just look at it and you're like, okay, I'm never going to get that right. PoE 2 has the issue where the builds are super boring for like 30 plus hours. That's a big problem though. You know? It do be like that, so. The WoW tarot cards? Bro, what are you even talking about right now? Dude, it's so cold in my house. It's like I'm gonna turn the heat up. God damn. Get linked. What, like you owned me? Like get fucking linked on, buddy. Alright, here. Let's see. World of Warcraft, the official tarot deck and guidebook now available. I don't think I understand tarot cards. Besides it just being cool art. That's cool. But I don't understand the like what you're supposed to do with tarot cards. Oh, my fan's on. That's why I'm cold. Wait, I thought tarot was pronounced like carrot. A tarot deck? Oh, that's interesting. I could see that if you've like never heard anyone say it before. I think Diablo is the opposite problem of PoE. PoE is shit until you reach the late game, but it has the end game, but it has an end game. And Diablo is fantastic early, but there's nothing for late game. Yeah, I would agree with that. And most like super hardcore gamers only care about the end game, so that makes sense. Tarot cards are like a cooperative storytelling, but you make the story up about the person's real life. Very good. Yeah, I used to date a Korean girl, and I found out that like apparently Koreans are like really superstitious. Like apparently it's really normal to like go see like hand readers and other things like that, like before you get married or something like that, to get like, I guess, their opinion on if it'll go well, shit like that. Not like that exactly, but like they're just into shit like that. I would say I am very much not into shit like that. I think all of that is complete bullshit. That's how I think, but not enough to like, I don't care enough to like try to argue with people and tell them they're wrong. I just like very, very much don't believe in like anything that isn't like provable by science. What did your hand tell them? Well, we weren't about to get married, so we didn't do that. Also, I just feel like I just wouldn't really do that. I personally had more fun on the first act of PoE than all the D4 campaign. Well, the D4 campaign... Yeah, I mean, for me, D4 doesn't start until the campaign's over. Like, I feel like the campaign for the most recent expansion and the OG campaign is... For some people, I would say for the average Diablo player, that's like why they play the game. They probably pay attention to the campaign. But for me, it's like it's actually just turn-in quest simulator until I can just start like grinding my character. But that just goes to show you the difference in how gamers play the game. Because I bet more than 50% of Diablo players like followed the story, and it was probably their main reason for getting the game. But also they make Diablo for people like that. They don't make it for people like me. Even though I like Diablo more than PoE by a lot. And PoE should be made for someone like me, if that makes sense. Hey Max, my Twitch recap said I watched you the most, and my most used emote was Brick. That's a good one. That's a lot. That's a random one to use a lot. Yeah, I saw. Thank you guys for tagging me in those. I got tagged all day yesterday on Twitter for people saying that I was in their top. That was nice. Have you done your streamer recap? No, I haven't. How do I do that? Dude, watch it be like Asian Bunny X because of those meme times I went to her stream. I mean, if she showed up on a top 5, that would definitely not be a meme at that point. How do I find it? Oh, here we go. Okay. Okay. All right, let's do it, boys. Let's do the recap. Whether you streamed, watched, chatted, or lurked. Streamer. I streamed 1,400 hours last year. Or this year. With 253 streams. That's pretty good. Right? That's like... That's pretty fucking solid. That's like, yeah, 2 out of 3 days. That's about my average, yeah. Which also means I average how many hours a stream? Roughly 6. A little under 6. That's pretty good. We like that. That's really good. Good job, Max. Let's go. Oh, the race inflates your stats? Oh, yeah, very true, very true, very true. It's more like I stream like 3 hours a day probably on average, and then during the race it's just like a bunch, so it just adds it up. Distinct days streamed. Okay, 241. So the 253 were probably just all the times I had to restart my stream for some stupid reason. Total hours watched, 10 million. That's pretty fucking good. I'm pretty sure. I think that's like a lot for 1,400 hours streamed, getting back 10 million hours of watch. That's fucking crazy. That's a banger. All right. Top categories. Wow, of course. Diablo. Terra's Land. That was my 3rd most streamed game. God, that was a banger. What does top 10% mean? Does that mean I'm in the top 10% of that category? Wait, I'm a top 10% Diablo 4 streamer? That is Very surprising, actually. Or maybe that's like top 10% for how much time you stream. I'm not quite sure. Who knows? Helldivers, Last Epoch, and what the fuck is this game? Or is that just some random Twitch goat? It's easy to get 10%. Yeah. Top stream of the year. Your top stream reached 75k viewers. I don't think that's right. Maybe it didn't count it, but when we won on Ansarek, I didn't check until I came back, but I had like this much when I came back, which doesn't, it would have been higher like before. Maybe not. But yeah, I think my top stream ever was 125k on Denathrius. But there was more overall viewers this time. It's just that the Team Liquid stream also like had as many views as me. I'm pretty sure between Team Liquid and my channel there was like over 150k viewers. Okay. Goatee Modi. Top tags of the year. Oh, dude, tags are such a failed feature. Why would they even like put that on here? English drops enabled viewer rewards. Fuck yeah. The only relevant tag on Twitch that I've seen is the language. Because like if you speak a certain language and you don't know another language, or you prefer a stream in that language, sorting streams by that tag is very helpful. But like pretty much every other tag is not relevant that I've seen. Except apparently recently you have to tag your shit as political so you make 0 ad money. Okay, 2.2 million chats sent. That's you guys, by the way. Top channel emotes of the year. Wait. How is Maximum Moose? How has that been used 1,200 times? I never see anyone use that. I guess there's not a ton of emotes in my channel in general. It's probably just whatever got dropped into copy pastas, but why would this even be in a copy? Why does this exist? This doesn't need to exist. Cool. All right. Your biggest fans of the year. Let's see if I recognize... Oh, I recognize all of these. I don't recognize Studwig. Are these like the people who watched the most? Because that's crazy. That would just be lurkers getting exposed. That's crazy, getting lurk exposed. Yeah, Toxic LG's in here all the time. Mentoku. Jonime all the time. A few of these I don't see chatting a lot, unless like I don't see the color of their names. Yeah, Cloudy's not even on here. Blow up, buddy. Stay blown up. Okay, collaborations of the year. Who rated you? Dratnos 3 times. Bro, raids are also just such a failed feature, I feel like. Raids and hosts, I think, are some of the most misunderstood things on all of Twitch. Like, I've heard smaller streamers, and I remember thinking this when I was a smaller streamer, like, thinking that hosts and raids were, like, everything. But, like, I don't think they matter ever. Like, most people just immediately... Like, almost everyone immediately leaves. Maybe, like, a raid could be good if it's, like, a really good streamer, and then that person barely ever raids anyone, but they raid someone at a specific time, and they're like, guys, this guy's the GOAT, just no one knows him yet. And then they stay, and then he gets a bunch of followers, and, like, that can maybe help, but it's like, I don't know. It's really overrated, I would say. Yo, Benji G7. Why did I get outed by your recap? Yeah. That was crazy. Okay, well you do. There's more than 1,000 messages in here, but yeah, you got hard outed, buddy. Everyone saw that. Okay. Who did you raid? I raid Growl and Dorky an equal amount of times, and then I've raided Team Liquid. That was just during the race. I was forced to do that. You know how it is. They're like, make sure you raid the channel after the raid. Okay. But also, I love Team Liquid. Clips of the year. Clips made of you. 8K. From 5,000 unique clippers. That sounds about right. High scores of the year. 71K new followers. 23,000 new subscribers. Does that mean 23,000... That means 23,000, like, new people subscribed to your channel within that year? That sounds about right. Like, over the whole year. That's actually kind of a big number. Probably also includes gifts, but I also very rarely get gifts. You think that includes gifted? Yeah, I get like a insanely low amount of gifted subs. I don't call them out, and I am not in need, so I feel like it just doesn't make sense. Same thing. Gifting subs is donating. No reason to donate. Bunch of hype trains. No one cares about hype trains. Points spent in your channel. 1.8 billy. Way to grow, lol. That's it? Okay, cool. Share your recap. Woohoo! Alright, where's my viewer recap? Dude, I barely ever watch streams. When I looked at this last year, a stream that I literally never actively watched, but like someone like rated them and I kept watching them after it was on there. Distinct days visited. 283. That's about the same of days that I only have 1K. 1K hours is a lot. Actually, but I don't think there's any way that is active. Does that include... Yeah, sometimes I have my own stream up to like VOD review and stuff. Max, you have 7K hours. I mean, I'm telling you right now, there is absolutely no way I've watched 1,000 hours of Twitch streams in the last year. Like, not even fucking close. I don't do that. Maybe VODs. I watch VODs a lot of like my own stuff, especially for like VOD review during like... Yeah, it's weird. Your top categories. Oh yeah, we watch... Dude, I bet Spid MMO is gonna be up at the top here. I bet our team watched Spid's team on Terraceland all the time. That was one of the few times that I actually did watch a lot of... I'm interested. Where? Okay. Dude, Dorky! Let's go! Let's go! I'm a Dorky fan. That's cool. I'm gonna be honest. I definitely have not watched 120 hours of Dorky stream, but I bet it's a situation where I like, because what I do if I'm like, okay, do I want to stream today? I sit down on my computer, then I'm like, nah, let's see what anyone else is doing. Turn on Dorky stream, leave my computer for the rest of the day, and it just plays until he's gone. That's probably 80% of this, but also W Dorky. Yummy TV, very similar amount of time. I bet that's kind of the similar situation. Way more chats sent in Yumi TV's stream, though. I watched Warcraft for 90 hours. Okay, now that is... Okay, so it's much easier for me to figure out the Warcraft one. So I would have watched the Warcraft channel for all of the MDI watch parties that I did, and there was like 3 or 4. And that's like 6 hours a day over the weekend. So that's almost all just that, I think. Wait, are we hate watching Method and Echo? When would I have watched? I mean, so almost certainly just during the race. Like usually what I'll do is like if Method or Echo are on a... Method was purely... Method and Echo here is almost all after the race. So we watched... When we were done, we just watched Method and Echo go until they were done. So that was probably the majority of this. But there were a few times that I watched Echo stream during progression to see what they were doing better than us. But that, again, was almost all VODs. It was never live. So I don't know if this counts VODs or not. What could your 11 messages in Echo Esports channel possibly be? I don't know. Actually. I don't even remember doing that. I sent 2,500 chats, gifted 250 subs, contributed to 7 hype trains. I moderated 2 total channels, sent 159. Based on all this recap, you were the Watcher of Warcraft of the Year. Yeah, no shot. I bet there's some of you guys that have crazy stats. Wait, top categories watched. I'm in the top 10% of watching Valheim? Excuse me? I don't remember watching Valheim the entire year. Not once. What the fuck? Dude, I'm really surprised that Spid MMO is not on here, by the way. The Terra's Land guy. We watched their raids all the time. What is it? It's saying I'm top 10% in World of Tanks, and I've never watched or played that in my life. I mean, it's actually possible that, like, if Twitch were to look at the top 10% of, like, are you the top 10% of, like, the time you viewed for people that have ever clicked on this channel? That kind of makes sense. Because you realize that a lot of people click and immediately click away, but then they're still counted. So you just watching even something for an hour might even put you in the top 10% of some of these games. It also could be like you were watching someone stream, you left your computer, they swapped their game to this, and then, like, they left their computer, and then it automatically rated you to someone's channel that was also playing it, and who knows? What is community? What does community mean? Active streamers. Oh, this is Twitch. So there are 21 million active streamers. In the year of 2024, there was 9.5 million new streamers. That's fascinating. You want to know what else I want to know? I wonder, out of that 9.5 million, I wonder how many of them made it their full-time job and became successful at it at any rate. Not mega successful, not like a millionaire, right? But, like, how many of these 9.5 million now do this as their job? And it's probably really low, but also I would imagine that not all of these people went into this wanting this to be their job. I also want to imagine that a ton of these people are really young. Right? Like, you go through middle school and high school, and then now you're in college, and, like, you know, you're like, damn, all these streamers that I've been watching all the time since I was a kid, they did this when they were in college. Fuck it, maybe it's my time too. Hit a couple streams, do some Let's Plays, no one's there. Give it a hang up the boots. How many of the 9.5 million streamed more than one time? Yeah. I mean, so I know the answer to that is not a lot, because I know that, like, I think the answer is that if you stream on Twitch and you have, and I don't think I'm making this up, like 5 or 6 viewers, I think you are in the top 0.1% of Twitch. I think that's the stat, or it used to be the stat. Maybe that's changed. But basically, there are so many people that, like, just stream to one viewer that you are at the very, very top of the top, even if you can accumulate, like, even a couple of consistent viewers. Dude, I remember those days. Those days were really nice, because you were just talking with a lot of the same people. You had, like, a deeper connection. The only thing that kind of sucked about that when I first started streaming and I had lower viewers is you just got asked the same questions every day. Especially because people started watching me and I got my boost because of the race. Every single day it was just people talking about the race, man. It just never ended. It was permanent. It never... Oh, man, that was so bad. But it was also so good, you know? There was total of 20.35 billion hours watched on Twitch. Holy shit. Oh, top category, Grand Theft Auto 5. That's not surprising. Oh, that's for the world. Okay, they break it down into regions. Okay. So that's not surprising. Grand Theft Auto, I also just feel like Grand Theft Auto 5's RP is just What you need to be successful on Twitch is infinite content. And RP is infinite content. The RPers are the content, right? So at NA, it's just chatting, which is number one. Which is also not surprising because a lot of the like NA celebrity streamers that have 1 million followers, they're all like majorly just chatting. So that's not surprising. It wouldn't surprise me if in other countries it was actually more games, actually. So Asia Pacific is Valorant. Europe, Middle East, and Africa is special events. Well, they did peak viewers. Why did they do peak viewers? That's because I buy? Or maybe I buy... Okay. Well, I get that it's a world record, but like, look. Latin America, sports hours watched. Valorant hours watched. Just chatting hours watched. The world hours watched. Special Europe, Middle East, and Africa, we're not going to tell you what the most hours watched was. We're just going to tell you about a peak viewer record. You know what I mean? Because 3.8 mil on one stream is insane. Yeah, it is insane. And Latin America is sports. So how does that work? This year, the Kings League, a real football league that streams exclusively on Twitch, took off. The first Kings World Cup was held in Mexico with other... I've never even heard of that, but that's really cool. Wait, they stream exclusively on Twitch? And I guess it's popular too? Why are you guys making fun of me for saying Ibai? How do you say his name? Is it Ibai? How the fuck do you say his name? Come on now. Come on. Come on. Huge bag for Twitch on that one. Well, it'd be a huge... Twitch would have paid a huge bag, right? You mean? Max, you still have your Indiana Jones promo on. Oh, shit, I do. No free ads. That game was actually fun, though. I'm no longer being paid to play it or to tell you that. But it actually... If Indiana Jones game made any mistakes, it released at the same time as Marvel Rivals, which is like... That game's going to be fucking huge. And I know this through a couple of anecdotal interactions with other adults that have kids, and like their kids and all their friends are playing it. And anytime you can do that, that is gonna be a massive fucking game. And then PoE 2 came out. I don't know how long PoE 2 is going to last as far as like having massive player base. We may be able to tell. I mean, it'd probably take a while, but PoE is just a game that I think by default, even though like they tried to make it more beginner friendly, not beginner friendly, but like easier to get into, I still feel like PoE is a game that PoE 2 for the next couple of years will be very similar to PoE 1, where it is majorly loved and played relentlessly by people that like absolutely love the end game and doesn't capture a ton of the casual audience, or at least gets them to consistently play. Actually, can we see that? Steam charts? Is Steam charts the website that actually... So Path of Exile 2. I'm interested in looking at this. Yeah, 7 days would be good. I know a lot of people also have it on the regular client, but I think Steam is a good way to check the... Oh, so they don't have any... So all-time peak on Steam was 578, and 20 minutes ago is 429. And 24-hour peak is 460, so it's definitely sustaining pretty well. I just find it hard to believe that Path of Exile 2 is going to break out of the... They got their own client, Epic, and on consoles. Yeah, I'm aware. I'm saying purely like just looking at the chart and seeing how it's dropping or falling. Like basically my prediction is I think Path of Exile 2 will end up having a very similar player base than Path of Exile 1. Which is maybe not like sound crazy, but like for Path of Exile 2 to like really, really pop off, it would have to get like some of the Diablo player base. And when I'm saying Diablo player base, I mean like the couch dads with a few beers in, that kind of Diablo guy. I find it hard to believe that they'll attract that gamer more than like a Diablo will, because it's kind of, they're built for different things. It's classic versus retail. PoE versus Diablo, you think it's classic versus retail? And you're saying PoE is classic? Oh, PoE 1 versus 2. Oh, you're saying, I see. Which one's classic? I'm assuming you mean PoE 1 because it's the older one, but isn't PoE 2 like the slower paced one? Like, kind of, but that's like how I feel in classic, you know? Hey Max, I was pinged and told I am famous now that I've appeared on your stream. Please let me one guy you. Yeah, dude, you were one of my top viewers apparently. They gave me 9 names of people, and you're one of them. So, wow, holy shit. What is it? Liquid doing Mythic runs right now, and we are just yapping goated guild leader perks. I would provide absolutely 0 value to the guild at the moment in a farm raid. Like, actually none. Yeah, basically how that works is, like, what I'm good at and what my job is getting us to kill bosses fast. And then in farm, you don't need that. It helps in early farm to be consistent, but, like, after that, and these bosses have been nerfed so much, my job isn't really necessary. What I could do is I could just raid on 1 million characters and just like clear the raids too, but I also just don't want to do that. So, yeah, here I am, just fucking yapping. Have you ever raided in farm? I mean, yeah, I raided in progression for many, many years. And I've raided in farm since I've moved out of the raid as well, but more, I mean, I raided in farm this tier just earlier. I usually just stop playing the patch when I stop having fun, usually. Have you signed any new players after the race? Yes, we have. We got a player named Shay from Method. We got Wolf Disco from Echo. We just recruited another person from, I want to say, Vodka? Maybe? Something like that. But I want to double check that, like, everyone knows about that, so I'm not, like, breaking that news real quick. Vodka is still around? Yeah, Vodka is still around, and, like, low-key, I think we've gotten maybe more of our players from Vodka than any other guild. So players that came from Vodka or raided with Vodka at any point is Fired Up, Yips, Boomy, this person we just picked up, I think Dryny was in Vodka at some point. There's got to be more. There's definitely more. There's at least one more that I'm forgetting. Maybe it is just them. We've gotten a lot of players from, specifically, the 3 guilds we've gotten the most players from are Instant Dollars, Fat Shark Yes, and Vodka. Decent amount from all those. Who came up with the idea to raid lead from the outside? Well, when we did it internally, we did it in Eternal Palace. So Eternal Palace, me and Ben were tanking on Zakul, and then it was obvious we were going to one-tank it. So leading up to a dinner break, I just one-tanked it. And then I'm like, during dinner, I'm like, this doesn't even make sense. Like, we can just have Ben one-tank it, and I can... We didn't really think about the logistics of it, but I was just like, okay, I'll just go get his headset, and, like, I will... So I was behind him. He was in his chair tanking the fight, and then I was using his headset, standing behind him and raid leading from literally watching his monitor in London. Which was a significantly less efficient way to do it, but that's how it started. And then I went back to tanking for Ashara, and then next tier we wanted to do it again. We actually tried to do it before that. We actually tried having Trill tank in Crucible of Storms as a test, and then that just didn't work. And then so we went back to me, and then so we wanted the idea, we're like, okay, we can have him raid lead from the outside, and that would be like super OP, because we felt like it was really OP to have that freed up. But then we just needed to have a tank to replace me, because we tried to replace me before, and that did not work. So then we recruited Now, and then Now played for me in Nyalotha. Except for 2 fights, Drestagath and Vexiona. And then, yeah, ever since then, I haven't gone back to do it. Then we recruited Scott after Nyalotha, after Now went away, and then it was Ben and Scott tanking for a while, and then Ben quit, and then it was it Yips right after Ben? No, Twisted tanked for a tier. Twisted tanked in Sepulchre, I think, and then Ben came back for Vault of the Incarnates, and then he quit after Razageth, and then we got Yips. Yeah. Max, what former raider do you miss the most? Oh shit. Dude, I don't know if I can answer that question without like making somebody upset, but I actually don't know. First of all, I would need to like look at a list of all of the players we've had. But I could maybe give you an honest answer if I mean, the answer is probably Ben, right? Like Ben doesn't play here right now. And I mean, I've played more games with Ben than any other human on this earth. I probably have like 5,000 hours of games playing with him and Lip. But he's like not gone. He's like still around. Like I play other games with him, and you know, he's just like there. So I don't really feel like he's gone, if that makes sense. But like someone, maybe the best way to put it would be like someone that I haven't talked to in a while that was like really good for our guild, and like I miss them. There's a lot of people like that. Maybe I could look at like some of our old kill videos. Let's see. Limit Ashara. Or no, limit what? Limit the one before that. Jaina. Yeah, Jaina. Did we give a video on that? Is there a video for that? Limit Jaina? Who do you got here? I really miss Will. Is Will in this video? Yeah, Realist XO. Love playing with Will. Dosu, super funny. Miss Dosu. Oh, man, Refute. Dude, Refute was such a sad... Refute was such... Okay, I just realized I have to stop doing this, because if I don't mention anyone's name, it's going to feel like I dislike them or something. So we're just going to stop after this. There's plenty of other people here who don't raid anymore that I miss and I enjoy. But I'm just going to stop because I just realized that that's going to just... There's just no good way for that to go. But Refute was such a good player, such a ethical, great player, super good healer. But like Resto Druid was just, he was a one trick, straight up Resto Druid one trick. We tried to get him to play other stuff. He never really was super passionate about it. He just loved Resto Druid and he was the GOAT. He was so good. And then, I don't know. It just, Resto Druid wasn't good for like 4 straight tiers. So he just ended up quitting. Because like, why wouldn't you? Like, why would you continue playing? Someone asked, do you ever miss actually playing during the race, or are you pretty happy in a leadership position? And is the satisfaction of winning still the same? The satisfaction of winning is definitely the same. I definitely have more. I have way more of an impact on our success from my current position. There's a reason that we did the 21st man shit and everyone did it. There's so much happening that anything you're doing in the game to play is just taking away from what you could be doing to help the raid, and that role is so important that you need to be outside. So I feel like almost, it's weird, like I felt less stressed out as a raider, because as a raider there's like for sure a cap for how much, like how well you can play at the same time as how well you can raid lead, and like there's just an expected thing that's okay there. And it's like you're basically maxing out what you're able to do, but like there's a level to it and you know what to expect. But like when you're out of the raid, you can kind of have infinite impact. Like you delegate some things, but you could just do so much more because like it's so much more is freed up to you now that it's almost overwhelming to know what you do want to handle. So I feel more stressed out from that position because I know that my impact has been raised so much for our success that it makes me feel like if we lose, it's just totally my fault. Like, because that's the biggest piece. So if I don't perform, we lose. And that is true when you're in the raid leading, but it's not as true. So it's definitely more stressful. But no, and then as far as do you miss doing it? I mean, I don't like, dude, to be honest, I'm kind of a normie now. I don't play a ton of games. I like yap on my stream. And I mean, I do. I don't know. I go hard in games when they come out every now and then with the boys, but I just like, I don't know. But like, it's interesting to think if that happened because of that, though. Like, for example, if I had to keep playing in the race and the 21st man shit either wasn't good or we just stopped doing it. I just don't know. Like, just whatever. Just say it never existed, right? I wonder if I would still be that way towards games, or if that actually made me like that. I don't know. I think I was pretty much near my end of doing it anyway, because like I was not having fun with the chores you had to do. Like, I was barely scraping by when we had to farm AP, and the shit we have to do now is like, it's on a completely different level. Like, dude, farming like max AP on your neck or whatever before a tier, we used to think that was a grind, dude. That is nothing compared to this. Nothing, man. Like 12 to 15 characters is fucking insanity. It's completely insane. I don't think I could do it. I would just quit. I wouldn't have any fun. I don't know how our players do that, to be honest with you. Because like back then, farm was just farm, you know? You like played your few characters and it was farm, and then like, yeah, you did like a week or two of island grinding when the tier came out, but then that was it. Like, now you have to have like 15 characters of the same class, not all the time, but like most of the time, of the same class geared going into a new patch, which requires the constant maintenance of that is insane. And you still have the grind at the beginning of patches. It's just like a rep grind that you have to do on so many characters. Oh man. Without giving away any sauce, what's the percentage benefit of going from like 5 characters to 15? It's just, you gain, anytime you are gaining characters, you are gaining runs. So if you have 30 players in your guild, that's how many players we have. That's the ideal amount of players. And then you do, and everyone has one character, you've done 30 heroic runs, right? Or sorry, I'm lost. You have 30 characters, you're doing one run, you have done one run total, right? You get one heroic clear with those characters. Now you could like do half and half, whatever. But let's just say you just do that. Okay, you have 1. Now if everyone has 2 characters, now you have 2. And everyone has 3 characters, now you have 3 runs, right? And then now you can maybe split those people up and you can do more. But like the answer is you just get more gear. Now, if you're asking from a math perspective, like how much more eye level do you get from going from 5 to 15 runs? That's a massive gap. That's a pretty significant amount of eye level. Going from, and it's not exactly 15 runs, it's a lot more than that. I could maybe tell you how many runs we had this tier. I'd have to get that information from somebody, but it's more, yeah, exactly. He has the right idea. It's bad luck protection for like getting certain items, so it's like less of a chance that your character gets bricked. Like, you guys remember James' character in Sepulcher, where like he didn't get tier, so like he just couldn't play, like that. Like, it's bad luck protection for that. It also gives you options. Like, a lot of our later runs are like, oh well, maybe we need Rivens to have a Moonkin geared, and then we ended up using that on a fight. And like, so everyone has 1 main and 14 helpers for their guildies. No, everyone has like 8 mains and then like 6 helpers, and you don't know which one your main is until you finish a run, and then hours later you log in and some spreadsheet macro script thing just has someone trade you 2 bags full of gear, or it doesn't, and then you know your main. It's fucking weird. It's a weird time to be doing this. What happened with JPC, by the way? You just didn't have time for the last tier. That's all. Guys, I've been so happy recently. I'm not streaming a lot, but I'm in a really good place in my life, if that matters to any of you guys. Got a really nice work-life balance. I'm into all my hobbies. Feeling great. Feeling super amazing. W Cult leader. Yes, sir. W Cult. How are the doggos? They're great. They love being dogs. You in with the okay. There is a girl right now as well. That's not the main or only reason, but that is also going really well. And that's all we're talking about that. Max looking extra cute and not fat today. Okay. Is that a comp? Okay, all good. Max, have you seen the Reddit post of the guild doing red and blue transmogs for court? No, I haven't. Let me look at it. Is it on competitive WoW subreddit? I can't believe I'm about to type this. All right. What is this? Blessed Hammer gets confused and decides to brick our 15 Grimbatol. It's on the normal WoW subreddit? Wait, I want to... Wait, I want to see what these guys are cooking up right here. Blessed Hammer decides to troll our key. Okay, so he drops a Blessed Hammer right there.
Seer mind.
And... Dude! What?
Seer mind.
What the fuck? Dude, that's like the, That's like Stone Legion. Have you guys seen that Stone Legion Generals clip? I think it was our guild. There's a Stone Legion Generals clip. It was in the Frank Rewind, bro. It was 1 second. YouTube Frank Shadowlands Rewind. It's for sure in that video. The Wicked Blade, yeah. Is this how Blizzard saves Mythic Plus? I have a video from 1 day ago that has 65K views. That's cool. I love when you just randomly proc finding out shit like that. Okay, cool.
It's been an honor.
Let me skip through this, see if I can find it. I'll know the clip when I see it. By the way, if you guys ever want to make Franck really happy, just ask him why he doesn't make these rewinds anymore and encourage him to do them because you like them. If you ever want to just make him happy and give him what he wants, that is what he wants. God, there were a lot of good memes in Shadowlands, huh? Is it actually not in this rewind? Maybe it's at the beginning and we missed it? I'll be able to tell by the timestamp. Wait, maybe it's this. No. You think it's in the Castle Nathria World First video? Wait, there's a... Franck made a Castle Nathria World First video? Limits Road to World First. Oh. Yeah, cool.
Forward! As I was saying, this fight is...
Oh, here it is, here it is, here it is, here it is. Here it is. Dude, Zyro got picked by a Wicked Blade. Zyro got picked by a Wicked Blade. And this shit just fucking, like, it was like revving up. It was like... And it just turbo killed everybody. That's what that felt like. I know it was a long time getting there, but that's what this... It gives me the same vibe as that. Wait, how does Blessed Hammer even work? Like, how does that spell work? If I... Isn't it just something you... Oh, no. Is it the prop pally ability that replaces the, like, really basic-ass shield ability? You just, like, press it and it spins around? They didn't change it at all, and it just... It doesn't even look... Dude... Is that... But what could cause it to directly shoot at an enemy? It must have some kind of, like... I bet the spell script has it so, like, at the end of its cast, at the end of its rotation, it, like, tries to hit any enemies that are close, and it already hit every one of those enemies, and it randomly just picked that one. It tries to avoid terrain. Oh, yeah. But then why did it go all the way over... Bro, that's crazy. I mean, that's insane. That's, like, such a weird bug. Okay, so you said it's on the normal WoW subreddit. Okay. WoW Reddit. Let's see. Remember that guild with the matching transmog to boss debuffs? Well, after 204 pulls, we killed Mythic Silken Court. Grats on this team. Oh, they... Okay, so they did, Oh, it's Dark Reader. By the way, I don't know if you guys have the Dark Reader extension, but it is actually bricking my Firefox. My Firefox just, like, won't open anything until I get rid of it. Maybe I need to update it or something. Question. Do you think that actually helps you? Do you guys think it helps you to have that? Like, when you're playing Silken Court, if the strat that you guys use that we came up with purely exists, so you have a set of rules and things that you do when things happen, and as long as you do those things, you actually can't hit anyone else. You are on the opposite side of the boss as them, and you cannot interact with them, especially after P1. So you don't need to see it. You could not even see you could not even see, like, the little red circles around them, and you could just never hit them. But maybe I'm trying to... What does it actually look like? Here, Silken Court. So, Liquid Silken Court. Actually, I probably have a video on my channel. Let's watch that one. +1 view.
Perfect time to...
If you were on your account and you watch your own video, do you +1 viewer? I don't know. Anyways.
My girlfriend is River Yeehaw.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's fucking go.
That'll hit.
Yeah.
Wait, did he end up yeehawing?
I'm to kill the boss. My girlfriend is awake. I can River Yeehaw.
Okay, so Lummel said, I hope we kill the boss. My girlfriend isn't awake, and I'm going to rip a fucking yeehaw. So when we killed it, did he rip a big old Danish yeehaw at the end?
The spell.
Yeah. But like,
Back it up, come on. How long do we have?
Forever.
Just keep Dips alive.
Spell's gone.
How long do we have until the cast? Get ready for immunities. Get ready for my call.
Just put him. Taunt.
Taunt. Someone taunt. Get ready to immunity. Get ready to immunity. Get ready. Get ready.
Let's fucking go.
3.
Come on, guys.
Let's
fucking go.
Listening for a yeehaw.
That's
Did you hear a yeehaw? What is... Does anyone here in Swedish and know what Riku's saying, by the way? Oh, I did kind of hear a yeehaw. Okay, any Swedes? I'll turn it up. He's about to say some shit. Yeah, what did he just... What was he cooking up?
Holy shit.
He said, I'm so fucking happy. Oh, that's good. Nice. That makes me happy.
holy fuck.
I wonder how many bosses that we've killed where Impact did the most damage. Over the last... You know what? That's going to take a lot of time, but I kind of want to actually get progression damage meters for every boss we've killed over the last few years and actually see most of them. Because Enhance has been super insane for like so many of these tiers, and he is also just like... I don't call anyone like the best in the world at anything because like you just haven't played with the other people there to actually like... So much of WoW's skill is only observed by playing with someone and not looking at damage meters and stuff, but like I would say it would really surprise me if someone was like distinctly better than him at that class, or probably the game. But yeah, Enhance has just been so good for so long that it probably is him. Fired Up has a lot too. What's that dog doing in the background? Let's see. Which one are you talking about? You talking about Ella? Oh, she's eating her own ass. Ella, stop that. Not on camera. That's disgusting. Don't come over here with that shit. No fucking way. All right. That's for only pause. Yeah, exactly. Hi, girl. She's been so good. I haven't been in the house a lot recently, last week or two. But they've been champs. Okay. Why was I watching this again? Oh, to listen for the yeehaw. Wait, there was another reason. Oh yeah, to see the red and blue thing. So like, I don't know. Like if someone's wearing... Actually, I could kind of see it. Like if those people were wearing distinctly red mogs. Like if you're looking at them right now when nothing's going on, it's easy and obvious to tell that they're red. But like in the heat of the moment when like things are kind of going wrong, it might help you strafe away from someone and save a death. And then like that can help you just see farther in progression. Like no one's saying it's making the boss impossible or possible. That would be the extreme way to look at it. Obviously it's possible without doing it. The question is like, do you think your entire blue side transmogging blue and your entire red side transmogging red, do you think that that saves a pull? Like they killed it in 204 pulls. They've killed it in 205 if they had not done that. That I would find interesting. I'm not actually sure. They might... I'm not even saying that's why they did it. Maybe they just did it for the bit, which is also good. I just mean, I'm actually wondering if... Like, I wonder if we, on progression, if we did this, if we transmogged all of our characters blue and red. You know what's actually kind of a funny thing to think about? What if we did this on progression and it didn't matter at all? How many guilds do you think would also do it just because we did it, because they think we did it for like a reason? Probably a few. Even, and what if we just completely made it up? Like, just like it didn't matter at all. That could be good. We kind of did that with Inky Dark Potion on a boss. I remember hearing, I think it was Tindril maybe. I think only Fired Up was using Inky Black Potion. There's like almost no one in our guild doing it, but I was spectating him. So like I just remember there being a lot of chatter about how Inky Black is super good on Tindril. And I'm pretty sure only one person in our raid even used it. Dude, what do people post on the WoW subreddit? It's probably classic stuff, right? Oh, it looks like it's all retail. That's interesting. Is there a classic WoW subreddit? I wouldn't want to go there. There's a dedicated classic? Okay. Cool. r/WoW is toxic as fuck. Competitive WoW is for actual discussion. Really? I've seen competitive WoW sub... Anytime someone links me something from the competitive WoW subreddit, it just reeks of a bunch of people that don't actually know what they're talking about really want you to think that they know what they're talking about. Like, I don't get the impression that a lot of people on the Comp WoW subreddit are people that are, like, really knowledgeable and are giving advice for the greater good. They're people who think they're really knowledgeable and are probably not. But let's check it out. We're here anyway, right? Wowhead tier list for Annulet gems. None are considered S tier. I mean, there's no... I mean, this shit's going to change infinitely before it comes out. Upgrade... Oh, yeah, this got talked about. Upgrade crests now uncapped. So, I read this initially. I saw this headline. And I was like, oh, that's a good thing to do. And I was initially like, oh, they should have done this earlier. And then I realized that I don't think this matters. I don't think the issue has ever been, well, early in the season, them being uncapped would have been a very big deal. But for a while, I feel like you kind of have infinite crests, right? The issue is you don't earn crests fast enough. Like, hey, right now, there's probably other ways to do this, but just buff... We're 3 months into the patch, right? 100% increase on crest acquisition. Anyone mad at that? Is that bad? Would it make less people play the game? You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing here? It could be even more, but just bare minimum. You know, it's just fucking crazy. I really do think though, like the retail WoW right now does feel like it is in a major drought, and I'm really interested into why, because there's people like me and probably like a lot of you that this season to me is no different than any season. I do the race world first stuff. I play my guy for a little bit, sometimes a little longer. Like I played in season 3 a little longer because I really liked Havoc last expansion. But then I like play other games and chill out. That's my life. That's what I do. What happens here is it seems a lot of the people that normally do keep playing, which is a lot of Mythic Plus players, and PvPers, it seems like a lot of them have quit. And I don't know if it's like some combination of PoE2, other shit. But like maybe the Mythic Plus changes. Like I think Mythic Plus having more mechanics and stuff is something, but I also really wonder if for high key players specifically, the not having any variance between the weeks and the dungeons are actually always the same. Even though adding the affixes back would be a net negative, I wonder if just the variety alone was enough to make it so you wanted to keep logging in and playing because it was at least somewhat of a different challenge. Probably the biggest culprits are the nerfing to tanks and then by proxy healers. So like, you know, I mean, you need a tank and a healer in every run, and if you make tanking and healing less fun in a dungeon and less of them want to do it, that's like a cascading problem. It's like a domino effect, right? Because like I think the issue is mostly Mythic Plus. Because like if you're a raider, like like raids have been like hard for a while. We've had like 2 raids in a row that were like really, really difficult. But like they've been nerfed to a level to where I think Nerebar Palace is arguably the hardest raid of all time when it came out. I think now it is probably around the same like average difficulty of any cutting edge. Like they absolutely nuked the last fight specifically, and they just recently nuked Silken. So, like, I don't think the bosses. There's only 8 of them, and they made them a lot more approachable. Especially with the stacking raid buff. So, Ella, stop. Progging Queen right now feels like a 150 to 200 pull boss. Do you mean that's in a bad or a good way? I feel like that's fair. Like, I feel like an end boss on Mythic being 150 to 200 pulls is, like, totally fair. Yeah. Let's see if that's actually true, what you just said, though, by the way. WoW prog stats. Tier stats. Queen Ansurek. Typical pull count is in 194 to 284. This looks like it's including data from all the way from the beginning of the patch, right? So like pretty much all this includes all kills. So you would assume that the pull count is probably a little lower than this because it's including a lot of stuff pre-nerf. You're seeing, it's actually interesting. Yeah, you can see the nerfs and when they started dying more. Kill eye level. Okay, starting eye level. Well, that doesn't matter. It's look at a pull count graph. I'd have to look at a bunch of different guilds. I don't really feel like doing that. My Boomer guild got stuck on the second portal in P3 for a while. In P3. Oh, yeah. You mean before they nerfed it? So the second portal is like you have to pick up a ton of essences. Those acolytes have to be dead in time. And then also you have to spread out, and then a condemnation kills you. But I think they removed that condemnation that came out like right there, which probably helped a lot of deaths. That was a pretty hard. It was so strange because we didn't have any cooldowns to that condemnation, but I feel like it was like the hardest one in the phase. Right now, with 11% severed threads plus the most recent nerfs, the really hard P1 lineups are gone and the hard Webblade overlaps are gone, plus you can kill the boss before or during the third ad set. Can someone link me like a clean recent kill? Actually, you know what? Let's watch my guild kill this. I bet they've killed it already once today. Who's streaming? Sang Helios?
I mean, they catalyze for augmentation stats.
How do I go to his main page? Up here? Oh, is there a new Twitch layout? Okay, 2 hours ago. So they're in a new raid. So I imagine they have already done one run. Okay, Silken. They one-shot Silken. They're on Ansurek. Died on Ansurek.
I'm fucking dead.
No, seriously though, like
It's not really worth it.
Okay, so they killed it. But I want to see when they kill it.
I'm just doing it here.
here.
Wait, so when are we in the where are we in the fight right here? And do we have a buyer? No buyer, but one dead.
So we're taking the purple.
Get on next step. You don't want to take it.
One's
First one.
called. Yeah. not here.
So the boss is dying basically after the second portals in our run here. We're doing 8 Queen Anserex this week, so this is not like our best comp. This is,
Not yet.
you know, there's like 80% of the raids is alts
Oh, yeah.
or lesser geared than mains. I mean, yeah, it's gonna die,
Breath on them.
dude. I mean, so like, is your guild going to actually this? I bet guilds kill it this fast. Like, you might be like, no, Max, people don't actually kill it this fast because, like, you guys have done this a million times and your guild's really good. But like, we have 2 people dead, so it's not even a good pull. And this is like, I bet the average eye level of this group is very low, like probably 632, maybe, if not lower. Maybe 630. I mean, actually, I can just not even make shit up. I can just tell you. Where would this be? Warcraft logs. I'm not logged in? Damn. We're logged in. Okay. Liquid calendar. Have you been playing Rumble on PC? No, I haven't. Oh, nothing's logged for today, so I can't tell you. But I can tell you from last week. Nope, just kidding. That's a ration in. This is our last. This is group 7, 8 out of 8 last week. So they killed Queen Anserek in 3 pulls. Wait, it has multiple kills logged. Let's see what both of their average eye levels are. Okay, summary. Average eye level. Yeah, so we're killing it like right after the second ring at 631 eye level because we're doing it so split. I imagine your guild, if you're progressing this boss, while you may not be as good, I bet your eye level's like 5 higher. Right? So I bet that's like a reasonable time for the boss to die. Like, for you guys who have killed Queen Anserek recently, or maybe have been farming it recently, what is like a good time to kill that boss? We killed it then on our prog kill 3 weeks ago. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. Most prog kills are between 8:30 and 9 right now. Yeah, that makes sense. Stacking raid buff is wild. Yeah, it's good. I think it might end up being one of the easier cutting edges, but is that a bad thing? I don't think it's a bad thing. Like, when I watch people who are getting cutting edge near the end of a season, I see people that don't play this game very seriously and they play it for fun and it's like an achievement for them, and I think that being open to more people is cool. I don't know exactly where you put that bar, but somewhere around then. It's a bad thing that you can only get max eye level gear from Mythic raid. You can get max eye level gear from the vault. But yeah, it is like, it is, it would be nice if it would be nice if like halfway through the season, your vaults or something, you could just like pick an item you want, like dinars, after you fail enough vaults or something on Mythic track. Because the idea just in general that like some people's best gear in the entire game is a dungeon trinket, and it is actually pure RNG if you will ever see it in your vault, is that just doesn't even make sense. There should be a minimum vault catch up. Oh, dude, I have one, dude. Every time you don't do your vault, you just get a vault for that week you missed. That sounds kind of crazy, actually. But like, let's just say you start playing your alt 2 months into a season, bro. You just fill out all your vault slots and then you just machine gun open 8 vaults. That would be fucking awesome. That'd be like Christmas. Holy shit. That would be so sick. Can you imagine doing that on an alt? Holy fuck. Dude, that would be sick. That would be so sick. I'd play all of my alts then. And that's the argument of why it would be good. Right? Because you're saying, you know, like the alternative is you don't log in. So what's the difference, right? Imagine accidentally killing an LFR boss on an alt 6 weeks in. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's cooked. That is bad. You'd ruin everything. Could use the tokens to re-roll. That works. Yeah, there's a lot more cooking they could do with the vault. I'm actually interested to hear more about 10.2 whenever that becomes a thing. When are we getting Plunderstorm again? January 14th? Bro, I'm going to be an absolute degenerate on that. I'm going to be a degenerate, chat. Oh, I started watching a movie last night called, is it Bad Times at the El Royale? Something El Royale. Yeah, Bad Times at the El Royale. Bro, this movie owns. Movie fucking owns. I'm only like halfway through it, but it owns. Dude, what is the bench talking about? I haven't seen a bench episode ever, but like we are hard searching for anything to talk about on our podcast. Let's see what the bench has come up with. It's just, guys, having a WoW weekly podcast right now is pretty hard. It's pretty hard. Should depletes exist in Mythic Plus? Let's look at the timestamps. People quitting retail. Ready for 11.1. Dragonfight Season 4. Healing power. HPS versus HP pools. Discount. Oh, we talked about that a couple weeks ago. Mana and Mythic. Key depletion. Punishment for depletes. Final thoughts. Raider IO. Break the meta. Okay. They're cooking. What about last week? Oh, that's more my speed. Where is the content? How have you felt about the season? Participation. Blizzard banning levers. Is this Blizzard jobs of police? Low passion for the game. Just half of the episode is holy shit, there's nothing going on in retail. That is, I mean, that's true. Dude, we were in the middle of our episode last week and we're like, holy shit, this is brutal. There's no topics, man, that we haven't done already. What is it, 11.0.7 seems so far away? When is it? Is that the January 14th thing? It's Tuesday? Oh, shit. I'm interested in... What is coming out on 11.0.7? Oh, isn't it the island? Dude, their podcast being powered by Wowhead is such a gift and a curse, by the way. Like, it's going to boost your viewership numbers, but if you ever read the comments, it's just... They're just Wowhead commenters. Which is tough. You don't want that. Shame Max will never see this discussion and answers many. What are you guys? I read YouTube chat. Stop this. I hope the ring is strong so guilds potentially get cutting edge. I mean, look. I'll keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck real quick. Regardless of the ring, if you were ever going to get cutting edge, you were going to get it this patch. When that scaling raid buff is done scaling, you are just going to be so huge. It would blow my mind if you were unable to kill those fights. Like, if you were putting in the time. Like, it's just so OP. I feel pretty confident in saying that even though this raid was insanely hard, I think this will end up being, if not the easiest, one of the easiest cutting edges to get ever. By the end of it. But the ring could help, I guess. But I'm interested to see what they do with the ring. Like last time they were like, we want this ring to be good right now, but we don't want it to be good in the future. And we're like, okay, that's impossible. They're like, bet. And then it wasn't possible, and it was super good right then. But then for it not to be BIS next patch, they had to just nerf the fuck out of it. But I mean, I guess they could just do that, just have it be good for the end of the patch. I don't think that's necessarily a terrible thing. What is it? This ring is cooked. It's equal to the same eye level or worse. What? I mean, you have no idea what it's going to be. It's not out yet. It wouldn't really make a lot of sense for them to release it and then it's just not good. It's probably going to be good. Ooh, the all bosses bar graphs. All right, let's look. Shamans. Look at that. DPS. Dude, Ellie's zoning, huh? I made Rice Krispie treats with peanut butter instead of butter. Complete dog shit. All right, we all learned. We all learned then. Bro, I got some pastries this morning. I hadn't had pastries in a while. That shit was good. God damn. What is it? Someone in YouTube chat says, I hope you're not doing a bit, as we are progressing Rashanan right now and hoping to maybe prog the next two. And we are technically the second team in my guild. Wait, am I doing a bit against you or someone else? I didn't... All I said was this would be one of the easiest cutting edges or the easiest to get ever by the end of this patch, and that's not a bit. That's what it is. Right? I don't know what you're doing, but your goal might not be cutting edge. If you're saying you might progress the next one or the next two, then your goal probably isn't in cutting edge. About the raid being easy. I'm saying the raid will end up being easier than most raids. Yeah, I agree with that. That's what I said. It's not like objectively easy. Like you could say something is relatively easier than it usually is to get cutting edge, but that isn't saying that it's easy so everyone can do it, you know? Like, good chances if you're progressing Rashanan right now, you either haven't been progressing the whole patch, you don't raid very often, or your team doesn't take the game too seriously and, like, you usually just do heroic stuff and you're just mess around on Mythic a little bit. But it's not like you guys play the game to Mythic raid and, like, that's the game, right? Which is also fine. It's not a bad thing. But I would say I've done a lot of Mythic raids. I think this one is, because of the nerfs and the stacking buff, will end up being easier, I think. Too bad Ellie isn't near as fun as Dragonflight. The age-old question. The age-old question. Would you rather your class be really fun or really good? If you're a Mythic Plus player, you want it to be really good. Because if it's not, you don't get invited. I think everyone wants their class to be good. And if your class is good, you would also like it to be fun. I think. Most players. Just because you have to compete against other people. Read Driney's message. What is happening in there? Let's see. What do you even say on Kaiveza? I just went to twitch.tv/Kaiveza, by the way. I just did that.
Don't need it. Exiles with impact.
Also, let me have the macro.
Yeah. I mean, it probably makes more sense for...
What if it was an actual channel, though?
Fuck it. I don't care.
Okay, we'll
It's
be
just
in
too
hell.
melee.
Atlas Dumpy?
It's not hell. It's not hell.
Tobo Mile?
Swap insides, fuck this.
Alright, let's see it. Let's see it.
If
Another wipe, another wipe.
I'm not gonna
Another
be
wipe.
between 12 fucking
Max, we just killed Kaiveza and started court on Sunday. Is there any quick tips that would help outside of what the guides say? On court?
No. All pixels back.
Can you move a bit?
No.
We're the fastest fight ever, man.
Wait, THD's on a priest?
I feel like it'd be really chill.
Yeah, it would be fun.
Why do we never get the
Oh my god.
No, literally.
I can't wait for the Race to World last. I hope you do that type of stream again.
Blasphemous.
Yeah, I'm really conflicted. It was an insanely good stream. It got huge views on YouTube, got huge views on Twitch. It was really fun. I feel like it was like I was creating a community event. It was a community event that a lot of people already watched. It was like kind of followed in a few Discords, but it definitely like broadened it to a bigger audience. There's one major fucking problem. There's a simultaneous release next raid, which means that the Race to World Last happens the night before we are starting Mythic progression. Which means there's a close to 0% chance that I'll be able to engage with it in any way. Look, they look good. Don't they look clean? This looks clean, chat.
Yo, fuck it. No, let's wipe again. Fuck it. Let's get the 10 wipes today.
Downy on 10 wipes.
Get ready to dog in 3 seconds.
Oh my god. Good.
Dude, Dryny's actually mad.
This is you, Chef. Done.
Nice.
That's how you do it.
You should have counted down.
Dude, Dryny's raid leading, bro.
Yeah, dog shit call soon.
Smack, you got this phase, bro.
Come on, Smack.
Yep,
Call it.
I'll handle it. Already fucked.
I kind of want to play with Boom.
Come on over, man. Come over. Let's fucking just. Oh, I see 6 people next to me. Let's go.
Why is no one in my
Spatial paradox. Obsidian scales.
Okay, a little bit. Hold on.
Does he still use his progression reminder? He's not even using it. What a little baby. Wait, this boss is getting destroyed. Oh.
Taken out.
I'm not wiping again. I'm not
You're
wiping
standing
again.
halfway between melee and range. What do you mean?
Yeah, but
It could have been 12.
All external.
Dude, if you've said the word butt, Dryny, you've already lost. You're wrong place, Heavy, wrong place, wrong
make the
place.
cons until
Oh.
Dude.
Just focus on the fight.
Are they carrying an alt tune?
Monologue.
Oh, there's a ton of alts in here. Probably the whole raid is alt.
I wish we had a fucking raid leader right now.
Oh, that's my call.
Heal. Counts to 10.
I'm coming in.
Counts to 10.
What are you trying to?
Here we go. Yo, markers
Call.
move. Markers move.
No more renewing.
Oh my god. Markers moving last second like that. Yo, dodge.
Hello? Oh, I can't hear. My TeamSpeak is using a different audio thing. I can't hear them. 1 second. There we go.
Close through.
Oh my god, I made it.
Live.
This
intermission's about to be crazy.
I'm not available. Let's go.
Yo, Atlas, I heard you. I heard you through the nether.
Good job.
Hello. Wait, you actually brought him, Jack?
Well, shit, the raid leader's here.
What's up?
Oh my god,
What's
we're-
up?
Oh my god, we're wiping now.
Dude, we need help. We're on the 8th pull on this fight. We need help.
Oh my god.
I'm fucking here. Oh, this is a Dryny 8 run. I can't do anything about this. And he's dead.
Oh, no.
He's dead.
We really need
I
that
got
everything.
assassinated.
Oh, this is gonna be a really nice phase.
Can you all?
anyone dies here.
Can you still
Bro.
kill this from this point?
Nobody can die.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
I'll
yes,
kill it.
yes.
I'll kill it.
Heavy
no matter
chill.
what.
Aren't you gonna get like a million lines?
No, we're
That's
over.
Fine.
It's
It
chill.
depends on who it goes
And
on.
last one now.
right there.
Okay, hold on. Someone pick that call up.
Shit is. Okay, next last one. Next last one.
Last
Okay,
one,
one more next
now.
last one.
Oh, neck
One more
down.
next last
There
one.
it is. I got it.
We cannot lose any of the dragons.
We're good. We're good.
Oh,
We're good.
so chill. We're actually so chill.
You have to res.
Wait, is it actually killable?
Yes,
Of
yes,
course.
That'd be killable.
Yeah, what?
Dude,
you
Yips,
think-
I feel like Yips can live an 8 stack.
That's
like, it's not that
that
bad.
Wow,
is.
this group's
I don't
huge.
have.
Let's go.
Never felt better right now. Never felt
I
better.
feel like it's not that bad.
Healers
okay,
heal.
yeah, chill.
Uh,
Just don't fuck up anything.
Yips, can you live
On
the
it, but
4
it's
stack?
fine. I don't have to. We got
4-stack is
we got Scott back.
Just do it for
Wait,
just do it the
welcome back,
flex.
Scott.
You
though. How
have,
about
you
that?
still have the 4 stack.
Oh, can I live this? Yeah.
One healer remaining.
I don't know if we're
Time
living that.
dilation.
Agree.
That's heavy.
How we looking? How we looking?
Yeah.
Good, right? We're good.
We're looking real good. All the melee are up. W melee.
Weird.
Wipe number
Bro,
8.
how are the melee
Guys,
up?
I'm not-
I think the
Guys,
old
is it
range
available?
died on
Might
the
need to
last
run the
one.
boss out of the room
I
here.
don't know if I can make it that far.
Done. Nice.
Where you going?
Dude, fuck me. 10th wipe of the day.
I'm really tired of these wipes right now. I got it.
I think
Been
I
here
just
for
quit.
so fucking long, man.
That doesn't count as a wipe. It's the bus reset.
Oh my god, bro.
I could call some stuff on this guy.
Smacked actually just fucking quit.
Please.
kill it?
I'll just say
Please
stuff.
do.
Please. Every run has been so bad.
I can take care of the end of the intermish, but you need to do everything else.
Okay, that's easy. I'm gonna do it on stream. Sang, I need you to do something when you hear me say it, okay?
Then gets called out. Here we go.
I need you to go to your bars at the bottom and click the disenchant button.
Boom. Alright, what am I
Ooh.
disenchanting?
Okay, it's like 2 seconds. Okay, that's fine.
I
Can you
should have.
heal us, Tobo?
I can.
Please do, man. Please.
And
There's no age limit
Jay,
healers.
come back in. Get an eliminate in. Should fix it.
Yes, I love this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's get a
Oh,
melee.
this is good.
Why not, man? Why not?
Let's just make this run 3 hours. We've already been here for 2.
This is an
You match
embarrassing
fruit
run.
KSP?
Feel sick.
Ugh.
Thug,
Yep.
what's worse, this or Drown City?
Brown City.
100% clown.
Dude, Drown City for
Dude, I love
sure.
Drown City.
Oh no, we're on a
It's
time
still
limit to pull.
full.
Yo,
Like,
Exile, have you
it gets
found the
going,
like
maybe.
cool thing where you get
Someone's
frozen
fucking
mid
gone,
like
bro.
Probably
charge
just have to wait
thing,
for his guy
and you
to
just go like
zone
a
out.
DH bug? I went across the entire map with it when it got frozen during a mid charge.
That is
It's
sick.
copy pasted in the DH bug. Fell rush it sick.
I haven't experienced that one yet.
One
I'm sure
time I got
soon.
stuck in a corner and the mobs pushed me off the map.
Where is
Kingsfly, you jinxed it, by the way.
So that's good.
Yeah.
They just really wanted me out of there. I mean, they saved my life.
I also had a elite bug where I left off the map.
It's
It was in the
Did
swamp
you die?
glitch area. No, I lived. I just had to like figure out how to leap back onto the map. It was on the swamp map. I leapt off the bridge into the water. Can't complain though, because it's early access.
Yeah, it's not finished, you know, so you can't complain.
Half the fucking gems and skills just coming soon. I can't wait for the axes.
You get that?
Nope.
Okay, here. How about this one?
Oh no.
Okay, you got that one? Summons pending.
I guess I'm flying.
Okay, it's no
Damn.
problem.
Damn.
Oh, wait.
No way I'm gonna
I'll
have
just
to drop
wait.
it. No way I'm gonna have to drop it.
How many wipes has this run had? 15, you said?
Mm,
Up to
it's like-
20 now.
that was 9. No,
That was
9.
number 27.
We've been here since. I can't even speak. We've been here so
We had-
long.
We
wiped help. I need help,
You
man.
sound
We had like
tired, man.
3 wipes on first boss.
I mean, bro, we've been here since 8 a.m. I don't know what to tell you.
Help me. Help.
We need more food, man. I'm fucking starving.
Oh, alright.
Dude.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
You
Where's
dropped
there's
this
a,
without
there's a
JCF here
bad
to eat
shit.
it?
Well, that's not my problem.
John is almost there.
I get to reroll my pet at least.
Oh, good
Big and
shot.
John.
What I got?
There's
Rip
John.
Stalker, goodbye.
Boomy, what is
That
on my
player.
screen, man?
Glacier Smasher.
I don't know what's happening.
Okay, we got
Why
one
do I
more at
see you
least.
requesting Entangling Roots?
Do it.
He's in.
Well, I'm stuck.
All right, let's go.
Grip me out.
Jump backwards.
Goop
Jump
gripping.
backwards.
I can't move.
Guys, please.
Stop moving. Let's jump backwards.
Just,
Come on.
all it
Okay,
takes
you're
is
good.
one
Res,
pull.
what?
One
Don't
good pull,
sleep.
please.
Focus up.
Dryny, can you count down when the balls are coming out? Because I'm going to be delayed a little bit. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Good job, John.
I heard you do it in the last run, and it was impressive.
I
Last
mean,
one feels
Shaq
like so long
usually
ago.
calls the Nexus daggers. It helps people.
Yeah, I can do daggers in the end of intermission. That's it.
Marks are moving.
Oh,
No.
fuck.
Look at the new
That's
lines.
it's a real
No.
ball this
That's
time.
really crazy. Oh fuck. Soul burn.
Balls.
Good balls, good balls. Those are the easy balls, Dryny, not
You
those.
actually
Send
saved,
the
like,
lines
4
through the
people
boss
there,
here.
Drive.
Lines go through the boss.
Markers move. Dude, Boomy, stop moving.
Also, after the nerfs, you probably should just like giga personal everything. Like, there's no way you just die in the intermission.
Dodge,
you just
dodge,
personalize
dodge,
it.
dodge,
The intermission
dodge,
started
dodge,
already.
done.
There's no way you could die in the intermission.
Balls.
No way.
If you just personal every single line.
Without,
you get
you'd have to get giga cleaved, but you're probably doing that with this many melee.
That's what happens. Yep.
We only have 15.
Depends, if
All
you're
right,
on
send
Boomy's
the
side,
send the
it's
close
just
ones
fine.
through.
Yeah, but we saw that's ruined.
Send the close ones through. Does Zephyr work on the hit of Twilight Massacre? Like when it hits you, like your guy?
Alright,
When
Shaq,
you
get
drop
ready.
the rift, yeah.
Dodge,
don't know what that's
dodge,
Goop,
dodge,
why did you
dodge,
angle
dodge,
that?
dodge,
Balls.
dodge.
Balls.
What's up?
None. That's not important.
He was bopped. He was bopped.
Yeah, it was pop.
Yeah, I'm talking about the line of the guy. Does it not? Does the line not hit anybody if you're bobbed?
The Johnny question.
I don't know.
It does.
Went straight through the
Remember
boss,
the
I
Marcus
thought.
move, so don't use them as ref.
Ooh, a bonus person.
I'll move. Don't worry. I'll be
I don't know
fluid.
where I am.
Oh
right
my
now.
I'll be fluid.
Nice, we're good, we're good.
Okay.
Oh my god!
And okay, good. Just keep it up, keep it up. We got a
Why
good
is
game.
this
There's no way you could die.
Bro, Exile, go.
And last one now. Last one now.
Sang kind of got killed.
Okay. I
Alright, last one.
Wrong call.
Alright, next
Uh,
last one.
Now?
Next last one.
Just use a big personal if there's a lot of people near you. That's it.
Oh my God, John.
Well done.
Well,
Clean.
Res Mr. Scale. Get Mr. Scale up.
How do you do that as a melee? I don't understand.
I can see how ranged. So the Kingfly and the Goop thing was. That's like the really weird movement that your group in progression needed to figure out a way to do it, and you had to both
Blame
know.
them all.
And if you
Blame
don't
them.
have the same partner, you're just gonna kill each other.
Constructive reinforcement.
Like what Sang did is actually what Fired Up did with Nick, but like that's not what other people did, for example. So he just got
Balls?
killed.
This is the easy balls.
Good call,
right?
Dran.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
You don't need to call these balls,
Call on
Ronnie.
that.
That one is the hard one.
Yeah, lines go through the boss. Look at the lines.
Markers are same.
And you need a
Dodge
little
gated.
external.
The markers are not the same.
Check
Gated.
call.
I
No, that was a
need
great call. Dodge,
Balls,
dodge,
balls,
dodge,
balls.
watch the
dodge,
balls.
Dodge, done.
Sang,
Sorry,
I don't
balls
need to
fall.
freak you out, but someone in the group doesn't have Blessing of the Bronze, and it might be you, buddy.
It's me. It's actually kind of probably important. I'll get to it.
Okay, sure, fuck it.
It's a good global right here.
So you kind of remind me of a pigeon.
Oh!
So
Oh,
true.
dude,
Close
same.
ones go through. Close ones through.
Whew. Oh, nice, let's put that shit.
Splat looks like he's in danger. You have a personal?
Balls.
Dodge,
Balls,
dodge,
balls,
dodge,
balls.
dodge.
Balls.
Good shit, guys.
Damn,
Just
those
dodge
are some
yours,
fucking.
and then you'll dodge mine, and
Good
it'll
call.
Insane
amazing.
calls.
Ooh.
Wait, check. You could like
Oh, my lord.
weave in like balls inside your dodge calls.
Yeah,
Dodge
sure.
balls.
Okay,
Dodge
fuck it. I'll
balls.
do that from now on if you want to be
Ball
lazy.
weave.
I'll do it.
Yeah, just fucking ball weave it.
Don't worry, bro.
We just need like at least like
Ah!
15 people to live here, and we'll be all right.
chill here.
Guys, grow
Stand
up.
by
Grow up. You
14 right
can't
there.
die.
Almost
here.
done with this one anyway.
This is
Oh,
fucking
this
easy to live.
this healing comp
And
super
last
sucks
one
here.
Now.
Last one.
The healing comes good.
And
there's
next
no
last
freeze.
one.
The
and
last
then next
one,
last
the
one,
last
and then
one's
actual
happening.
last one.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay,
What the
holy
fuck?
shit.
It's all
You're
good.
good,
You're
you're
fine. You're a DK, remember?
Guys, please take this shit home.
The
I
healing
have one
comes
more
really
res.
good because we just
Uh,
don't have
Feeling
4
good.
buffs.
It should be a healer, I
Yeah.
think. You'll kill the
Yeah,
boss
Johnny,
as long as
please.
you don't die.
Okay.
I guess I'll
I
go
have
Johnny.
soulstone.
Good.
Oh,
He'll
so
still
you
certainly
can
get him.
Okay.
I feel like the no 4 buff goes crazy on this one.
Yeah, love it.
Let's see if maybe I live with Fort Buff. Hold on.
Oh, did you put it in the not even close add-on?
I do live. No, I didn't.
Oh shit.
Balls. Get ready. Balls. Balls.
Their spot was nice and cozy there, shot.
Yeah, this is actually chill. Oh wait, I didn't even notice you're all still down.
We're just right next to each other.
Yeah.
You don't need to send anything anywhere
Check.
on these, right?
Dodge.
And balls.
Dodge.
Go left.
Balls. Dodge.
Balls.
Oh yeah, the ball
Rips,
we've
rips,
hit.
rips.
This
Let's
is nice.
go.
The ball we've hit.
He wasn't even ball weaving. He did like one ball.
I had
Yeah,
there's
that's
only
all
one
you
ball
need.
during that.
It
That's
happens
the
once.
only. That's the only weave you need.
It happens once.
Yeah,
They
but
don't
you
have
Oh
to
my
do it
god,
every
we are
time.
finally
No.
done with this boss.
Oh my god.
I could do reminders. I could
Dryny
do
was-
reminders.
Dryny was hitting the
600.
countdown on that shit.
Good loot. Good loot.
Good loot, trash loot.
Awesome dog shit loot.
Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, dude, look at that. Mail
We
brings
got
your thing.
speed upgrade.
Okay, well, you just gotta keep that up for the next 5 splits today.
Dude, we actually. Oh my god. Okay.
Really?
Dude, a booger just fell out of my nose. What the fuck?
Dude, let me eat it.
What
Let's
the
go.
fuck?
What's up, Shaq?
Trying to eat shit, man. Feel me?
Feeling hungry.
Smell me?
Stay hungry.
Stay hungry.
Yo, Johnny.
Guys, someone in the raid
Sorry.
doesn't have any gems in. I'm not gonna say who it is.
Bro, I
it's
have
always the
gems.
same guy.
It's my add-on. You.
Probably
It's
There
always
are
the
same
multiple
guy.
people. There's
I have
multiple.
gems, man. Calm down. Calm down.
one of them.
Is that on
They're
just
probably-
What do you mean?
Next
That
business
one's
chance.
Here, here.
Dude,
we
Get
got
a,
someone
get a
here.
new add-on, buddy.
Here, we got someone. Hold on.
Alright, I'm gonna go buy
You're missing
enchants.
boot enchant.
Oh,
Chest and
boot
boots.
enchant?
Why can I not
Oh,
inspect Nick?
no.
There he is.
Oh, no,
Yips
boot
missing.
enchant.
I'm missing boot and wrist enchant.
Yeah, boot. If you enchant your boot, wrist, your cloak, let me.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, chat. Here's what I don't get. Like, you guys know the CEO shooter guy, the Luigi Mangione guy? How is he going to, like, he's pleading not guilty, right? But, like, wasn't he found with, like, a manifesto about, like, why he would be doing something like that? And, like, he hadn't been seen for months? And, do you know what I mean? Like, obviously he did it, you know? Like, but I guess they have to prove that he did it. They'd have to be able to verifiably prove that, yes, he did it, even though he's, like, he's preaching, like, I did it and here's why. You know? He's martyring regardless, that's the point. Yeah, that makes sense, yeah. It's actually really interesting because I just think it's such a crazy reaction that, you know, guy gets murdered, right? And then a lot of people are like, you know what? The healthcare system really fucking sucks. And it's just crazy that it, like, sparked that kind of conversation. There's, like, a legit movement, you know? Which is kind of a scary thing to do. Because, like, while I fully understand a lot of that sentiment, it's also, like, saying, like, oh, if you just murder the right person, you'll become famous and glorified. Which is, that's pretty tough, you know? What is it? Guy that got murdered is a violent dude. Listen, I get it. I get it. I 100% understand that. The, like, healthcare guy is bad. It's the biggest healthcare company. But I also am not, like, a big fan of murder. But also, there's credible arguments that, like, it takes a lot of, you know, like, violent things to happen for some things to actually change. I mean, isn't that, like, kind of how this company or this country was founded, you know? What is it? Opinions aside, it's insane that young people online are sexualizing this guy. I mean, they're just memeing. I mean, he's a pretty attractive dude. Kind of makes sense. Plus, a lot of people believe in his cause. Let's not forget how sexualized Ted Bundy was in the 60s. Yeah, I was around then. I remember that. Cheering death is kind of sad. Yeah, that's I think where I'm at. I feel like the health industry is bad and those people are bad and they've probably led to a lot of people dying or being extremely unhappy, and I also feel like murdering people isn't good either. That's where I'm at. But also, you know, who cares? At least what I think. Not a big murder guy. Wait, chat is gone on stream? Wait, where did I put it? Oh, it is gone. It's back. What is it? I think a lot of people are just venting their frustrations with the healthcare system in general. Yeah, that makes sense. Don't be a fence sitter. I mean, I'm not trying to be. I'm telling you how I feel about it. That's all. Like, I feel like people saying this guy is just a complete evil villain. Like, there's nothing to talk about the healthcare industry at all. This just happened randomly from some psycho. I don't think that's exactly right. And I also don't think that, I think people saying like this guy should have been killed. Like, there's other ways to solve problems, like with the healthcare system besides just murdering some CEO. Like, who even knows if that's going to change anything, right? Like, they'll just get another CEO and they'll just do the same shit, you know? Is there a possibility in a world where CEOs feel like their life will be at risk if they don't be less greedy? Maybe, but like, do you think that's going to move the needle? I don't know. It should not have come to this, but it did, and I get why. Yeah, I kind of understand that, yeah. I definitely can't just be like, I definitely could never find myself on the side of, yeah, it's a good thing that that guy got killed. Because I'm sure he's like some kind of douchebag CEO, but he has like a family probably, you know, like, I don't know. It's like, I don't think I could ever go to cheer on murder. I think that's for sure not true. In this situation at least. But I understand why it happened, for sure. The amount of healthcare talks in the last few days has skyrocketed. Yeah, I could definitely see something happening with it, for sure. Was there like something special going on with healthcare companies right now, or was it just like general they've been this shitty for a while, or was it like on the verge of them becoming increasingly more shitty? Maybe that's always happening, actually. I mean, anytime you're mixing in companies that can make profit off of being in charge of people's healthcare, that just kind of sounds fucked from the beginning, right? That just sounds like it's ethically just wrong from the beginning. Was it people are concerned with the Trump administration getting rid of things like protections for pre-existing conditions? Oh, I mean, well, they had a chance to vote about that last month, right? But I mean, yeah, I can see why it can heighten frustrations. Buddy, American healthcare is trash, and it has been. There's zero redeeming quality to it. Yeah, I completely agree. I'm with you. I agree with that. like 40% of voters voted anyway. That's kind of how it always is in this country. What is the turnout like in other countries? I think that'd be interesting to look up. Countries with the highest voter turnout. Voter turnout by country 2024. Highest presidential turnout. I mean, yeah, there's countries in the 90s. That's crazy. Are there like massive countries with like really big you know, like cities? I guess I wish I could see it with population. I want to see like what the biggest population country is to have like a really high turnout. Sweden, you think Sweden goes crazy? Scroll down. Top 10 countries, the lowest presidential. Are we on the lowest? Okay, we should be close, right? Only 55% of eligible voters voted in the 2016 election. Some countries, it's mandatory voting. Oh, well, that'll do it. Wait, so you're saying 7% of people just, like, broke the law? Holy shit. W. When voting doesn't matter. The fact that a country or state holds public elections is not a guarantee that elections are free or fair. Election scandals, both large and small, are quite common in most countries. From accusations to ballot box stuffing or improper counting. Yeah, of course. 198 countries. Who's got? Let's check some European countries. A lot of you guys are European. Are they like alphabetical order? Maybe. Let's see. Sweden, 84%. Is it mandatory in Sweden? If it's not mandatory in 84%, that's crazy good. Same thing in Denmark. 84% for each of those. That's banger. That's crazy. New Zealand's way up there. Well, a lot of countries seem to be in like the 70s. Wait, it says United States is 70% for 2020. Presidential turnout 70%. Damn, we had a 70% turnout in 2020? That's way more than 2016. I didn't know that. That's big shit. Mail-in voting goes hard. Yep. Stop the steal, baby. We need a national holiday for voting. Yeah, probably. That would be cool. When I had a job in my 20s, like a real job, I got given the day off to vote, which was cool. I thought I appreciated that. A real job? Yeah, dude. I mean, like, what I do is a real job, but I don't think of it like that. When I think a real job, I think like a 9 to 5 or 10 to 6, 10 to 7, something like that. Just a job where you go to a place and do a thing and come home. Or maybe even work from home, but I don't know. You know. Man, WoW news is slow. Yeah, WoW news is like, it's fucking, there's nothing happening. There's literally nothing to talk about. Does nobody work 8 to 4 in America? I'm sure they do. I've been told recently that like a lot of 9 to 5s are actually 9 to 6 with lunch. Or 10 to 6. Something like that. Max, read comments on the bench or Potty C or something. Oh, I don't want to read our last Potty C comments. That show was kind of boring. So I imagine the comments were like, damn, this shit's boring. I haven't read them, but I just don't want to see it. I'm avoiding it. Max, do you dabble in PvP? Fuck no. What are people mad about the bench for? You said the bench comments are really mad. I won't look at our podcast getting flamed, but I'll glad look at others. This seems normal. You said there's a bunch of Tettles hate? Seems not Tettles hatey. Is that Growl's head on Jack's body? It is. Yeah, I can't believe they stole our bit of putting Dorky's cat in different positions every week. It's a crazy bit steal. Tettles made... Wait, they had to make a... Tettles literally... Wait, what is it? They had to make a podcast addressing the hate, and he made his Twitter private. Bro, making your podcast powered by Wowhead viewers giveth and taketh. Mostly taketh. That's crazy if that's true. I think we're going to be taking a little potty break. We're still going to make Patreon content, but I'm pretty sure we're going to like take 2 weeks off around Christmas for the holidays. Max, you stole that from the potty cord? Yeah, I read that earlier. Just a little yap. Oh yeah, did you guys see that? The Hawk Tuah girl rug pulled. And I remember seeing a tweet like a week before that, and it was like, all right, the Hawk Tuah girl's like 15 minutes of fame are almost up. And you could look at her podcast views and you could tell that like it's kind of rapidly falling off. So she had her run. She had a generational run. And then the guy was like, there's only 3 things you can do now. It's like do a bunch of gambling stuff, do a crypto scam, or it's like do an OnlyFans, basically. Like that's like the most likely things if you're trying to make the most money or value out of your current popularity. And then she did a fucking crypto scam. Is there any like follow-ups on that? Has there been any more information on her doing it? Or no, or you can just do the right wing, yeah. Like the religious reformation. She hasn't posted anything. I mean, the fact that she hasn't posted anything makes me feel like she's probably legally been advised to... She's probably in trouble. What is it? If anybody lost money on that meme coin, they absolutely deserved it. It was not even a scam. It was just stupid from beginning to end. Well, okay, so both things can be true, right? So, like, if you invest a ton of money into a meme coin after all of these fucking rug pulls have happened, and then you lose your money, you're definitely an idiot. But I also think that the people doing it are wrong, right? CoffeeZilla made a video. Is CoffeeZilla one of those people that you can react to and he doesn't get mad about it? I could see him actually not being a fan of that. I don't know if I've ever invested. I don't know if I've ever watched a CoffeeZilla video. Who cares? I care. If a creator makes their content and they don't want people leeching off of it for React content, I like totally fucking respect that. React content's kind of a joke, so. Not gonna lie, either a Potty C or the bench crypto scam would go hard. We need some drama. Man, y'all just love drama, don't you? Who cares? Watch it. I'll watch a little bit of it until I'm bored.
The Hawk Tuah scam. Exactly how it happened. And I'm going to confront the people behind it. Well, I did last night. And let me just say, it didn't go very well.
Be happy to answer any
I have questions. I have questions. I'm raising my hand. Hey guys.
What CoffeeZilla?
Hey, this is one of the most miserable, horrible launches I've ever seen in my life.
Okay. Why the fuck are you on?
Profiting from the rug pull, I think it's relevant.
We didn't pull a rug. I don't know what you're trying to say. It's not true. That's defamation.
Doc, do the math. Do the math.
You're saying that we pulled a rug. There was no rug pull. You're defaming our character.
Are you not gonna let me talk? You just talk over me. You talk over me.
I'm hearing bullshit.
Yeah, these people were completely unhinged, unwilling to take any accountability, and we'll talk more to them in a second.
I mean, yeah, but also like, and they're definitely in the wrong, but like coming in and just be like, guys, this is a miserable fucking thing. You're not coming in with any real questions. I mean, he tried to do that, but like I could see a crypto bro immediately talking over you and not wanting that to emanate the space. It makes sense.
I want to break down the Hawk Tuah scam. I think people are confused with this kind of stuff. I want to start with the big tweet that kind of set it all off. That would be this by Bubble Maps, which showed 96% of the supply was controlled by the team and was being...
Wait, how the fuck can you even tell? How does this shit work? Like 96% of the supply in one cluster. Okay, so like basically if I'm reading this right, it's all public addresses. You can trace it. Okay, cool. I don't know shit about crypto, but like, so this is basically the Hawk meme coin when they launched it. Like if you or me were to buy into Hawk meme coin, we'd be over here. Right? Or not in this big circle, but this big circle is like probably the people who launched it. You see the accounts that hold. Okay, I mean like they can literally see the accounts. Yeah, but that's just so I'm following.
Of the supply was controlled by the team and was being sent out to a bunch of smaller wallets. The implication being that some of them might be dumping on you. Pretty quickly, the Hawk Tuah girl came in to copy and paste what her team told her to say, which said, team hasn't sold one token and not one key opinion leader was given one free token. We tried to stop snipers as best we could through high fees at the start of the launch. And so you see their awful tokenomics here. Along with this response, the team hasn't sold one token. And then they post, obviously, a screenshot of a lot of sells from insiders who did not have to pay. You can see on the bot side, there's nothing. And then on the sold side, they're making a lot of money. So how did you get free tokens? Well, you were an insider, right? And I just want to show you exactly how the Hawk Tuah team.
So why would they even? So why would they even bother lying about it? Like if crypto is so easily tracked through the system, why would you even bother tweeting? No one sold any of this stuff that was given early shit and we charged high fees when like it's just there that's false because they're con men, because most normies don't have a clue. Yeah, but you're posting that on Twitter. Like obviously someone isn't going to be an idiot and then it's going to be your top comment. You know?
Omission here when they say the team hasn't sold one token, and that's because they pre-sold the tokens, guys. They sold them to a bunch of investors with a pre-sale, and then those people were unlocked immediately upon launch. So you can see that with her tokenomics here. It says Haley's locked for 12 months, but you can see the strategic allocation is fully unlocked immediately on token generation event. Now, I spoke to some people who bought into this pre-sale. They say they got in at $16.69 million total valuation, which means that if they sold out the whole 17%, you're looking at about $2.8 million raised by pre-selling these tokens. So it is essentially a lie to say her team didn't sell tokens. Well, they pre-sold them, and then those investors dumped on your fans. That's the problem. Because Bubble Map says we found 285 investors join the Hawk pre-sale. That's about what I saw as well. 89 wallets sold 100% on launch. 47 sold over 50%. Anyway, you can see in total $3.3 million.
Dude, crypto is so foreign to me.
Sold. Again, as you'll see, on mostly Haley Welsh's fans, or Hawk Tuah Girl's fans, and I know what you're thinking. Who falls for this? Well, unfortunately, with situations like this, they're not targeting crypto bros. they're mostly targeting like actual fans who've never been involved in the crypto space before.
Yeah, that's what I'm interested in. Like, who would fall? Like, if you're a crypto person, you know. Like, you guys are saying like, oh, crypto people are stupid. Like, I don't know. Like, there's a lot of smart people that make money off of scams by scamming less smart people. So there could be a lot of people in crypto that are just there while the money's there, especially a few years ago, like when NFTs were a thing, right? Like, you're not the stupid guy who bought an NFT unless you're the last one to own it, you know? You probably could have made a lot of money on them. Yeah.
They don't know any better, and you're going to hear the guy behind a lot of this say that explicitly.
These are people that are outside of crypto that we're going to be onboarding, and they don't give a shit. They don't even know what a market cap is. They just go, oh, cool, free coin. Now I get to join a community. Cool, done.
Not only did they say it, they sold it in a pitch deck. You can see the Hawk deck here. Massive onboarding event. Hawk will onboard normies. So that's why I just don't buy this thought of, oh, well, if you bought this, you deserve to get scammed. Okay, fine, but a lot
where
of
do we see the rest of that slide?
Never bought crypto before. They were targeting those people. They said as much in our call. Now, the other part of this scam that I really need to break down because people don't understand it exactly is the fee scam, okay? When this launched, they had 15% fees on trading. They said that this was to stop snipers. But basically what this means, and because the team now blames snipers for a lot of this rug pull, but what it means is they benefited the entire way. You can see in 24 hours, they made almost $2 million from this fee. Meanwhile, on Deck Screener, you can see the sniper, which is the #1 trader on this coin. They made about $1.3 million in their total profits and loss. So they actually made less in total profits, this sniper that ruined the project, than the team made on fees. I, of course, asked who benefited. Did Hawk Tuah Girl make the money? Who made the money in this whole thing? And they essentially dodged the question. Who's making millions of dollars on fees from this rug pull?
That's not a scheme. That's the
Who's making fees?
So we can keep this thing going for years, okay? How do you think there's so many expenses?
Who makes the money on the fees? Someone
Can I say something that maybe might get me in trouble? Like, I don't think this is a good thing to say, but this Doc Holloway guy sounds like an idiot. Do you know what I mean? Like,
how do you think there's so many expenses?
Who makes the money on the fees?
Like, you know what? Like, he just sounds dumb.
Someone just made over $1 million.
Even though nothing he said would make me think that he's dumb, maybe, but he just sounds stupid. I don't know.
First of all, the fees were there with Meteora pools, and that goes to, yes, the creator, right?
Which is who? Who does that own? Who does that belong to?
That belongs to the project.
Who's the project? Who is the project?
So, by the way, I'm assuming there was a lot more people in this call, right? They're just showing those four, I guess, because they're the only relevant ones.
Well, the project is over here, Haley Welch, right? And
how much does Haley Welch own?
This is Haley Welch's project.
So she owns all of it.
CoffeeZilla.
I'm just trying to figure out who owns it.
Do you know how much it costs for lawyer fees to create a foundation in the Cayman Islands, to hire directors? You think this stuff pays for itself? You know, this is how you run a project forever.
But he's not asking any of those questions. He's literally just asking you who owns it. You don't have to explain any of that, of like why you would take any profit or take any money. Like,
you have to fund that.
Yeah, why'd they let him in the call? Why are they talking to this guy?
The extensive amount.
Like if you actually know that you're full of shit and you know what's going on, maybe that's a good question. Like, are these people, like, when they're off this call, they're like, damn, we almost got caught there? Or do they genuinely believe in what they're doing, right? That's the question. Because, like, if they know that they're scamming people, which I think is by far the most likely thing, why would you ever let this guy come anywhere near you? Because he's going to make you look like this, you know? Like, that's just kind of... One second, I'm going to get some food, but I feel like that has to be the case. Wait, what are you guys saying? Just because it doesn't happen doesn't mean it doesn't happen. What? One quick Google search proves you wrong. Even Tesla took Bitcoin and Doge for a period of time. That doesn't mean it's good to do it. Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's good. Just a nice, that's good. Max will never know what Fat Goose. I do, Guzzy. Honk. Doc might just be the face that smarter people manipulated, and he has the Dunning-Kruger effect issue. Yeah, I think that's probably the case. Like, if someone actually is really smart and they want to make money off of this, they know they'd want their name and face as far away from it as possible. And they know they'd be able to easily identify someone who wants to be the guy seen as in charge, like someone with a fucking NFT profile picture, and then let him take the fall for them, knowing that person will probably fuck it all up, right? That lines up. That's some like movie shit.
And time and people that are on this project. Over here has around 18 people working on this right now as we speak. This is not a small time type of nothing. We're really trying to do something.
Yeah, but who
here
owns
and
it?
not just do it for one day and do it for 2 days.
So who made the money? You haven't answered the question. Who made the money? How much did Haley Welsh make of that 1.8 million?
It's a foundation that is running this project.
How much does she own of it?
It's a foundation. She owns 0 of the foundation.
So y'all made the money?
No, I don't own the foundation either. A foundation.
Brother.
A foundation owns the foundation. Oh, this is so fucking bad.
Who profited? Over $1 million was just made.
A foundation that pays people out. And by the way, CoffeeZilla, I'm not asking you, questions that are irrelevant to the most important stuff that you said. Who cares where fees go? It goes to bills.
What an idiot.
You heard him right. Who cares where millions of dollars went? Supposedly, they have 18 people working on the Hawk Tuah meme token. So, I don't know if that's true, but that's at least what they're claiming. Now, the last
this guy has big Reddit mod
thing
energy.
I need to say before we jump into this context that you need is that there are 4 groups to look out for here. 1, you have Hawk Tuah girl, who is promoting this thing. 2, you have this guy Doc Hollywood, who is.
I'm sorry. This again. Maybe this is a tough look for me, but if I see you with an NFT profile picture, my immediate response is you are a massive dumbass. Like just like the biggest dumbass ever. I have no other way of looking at that, especially now. I would say probably even then, but like definitely now. What is it? She went from posting on IG every day to not posting in 6 days. You know what I think is actually maybe likely is that Hawk Tuah girl definitely doesn't know shit about crypto. And I think there are probably people above all of these people that used her to make money on this, knowing what it was. And it wouldn't surprise me if she got fucked by it, to be honest with you. Because I haven't heard too much of her content and stuff, but I don't know. She probably doesn't know a lot about this stuff. Not like giving her a pass for it. She'll probably get in whatever trouble she's going to get into. But end of the video, it gets clear. Okay, shit. Let me go grab my food then. It just got done.
Howie Mandel's son-in-law or something like that. Like, he's this guy who has some connections in Hollywood, and he seems to be the guy connecting Hawk Tuah girl with crypto, and he said he was teaching her a meme coin class, okay? And he goes unhinged on her call. 3,
Hello, ma'am. Could I interest you in a meme coin class? Woo! What a fucking thing to say.
you have the guys running the crypto token, and 4, you have the insiders who paid money to get early access to this coin and then are rug pulling a lot of Haley Welsh's fans. What you want to make of that, who you exactly want to assign blame to, is up to you. A lot of people are saying, oh, she didn't know any better. She's getting taken advantage of. Maybe.
That would be my
Or maybe
guess.
she's making a ton of money. Talking about Hawk Tuah girl. So, with that
I mean,
said,
there's logic. There's certainly logic that she would be wanting to profit off of this because, like, why would you do something like this? Unless you're a total idiot and maybe got taken advantage of. Possible. But, like, her 15 minutes of fame was right up. Like, right at the end of it. If you were going to go out with a bang and make the most out of it, you would try to do anything to make as much money as it possible. Hopefully not illegal, but, you know, you'd send it. So there's definitely logic that she could have been sending it here and trying to make money. So
I just want to show you the call last night. That is what I knew going into this call, and you'll see my questions target some of these different aspects of what I believe to be a scam in this call. And the last thing I have to say is that when they did do this call, they monologued for like 12 to 15 minutes before they let anyone up. So I was extremely frustrated by the time I got up. I think you'll hear a little bit of that in my voice.
oh yeah,
Not only that,
he sounded mad as fuck when he was asking them questions, like super mad.
this Doc Hollywood guy called people mentally ill. He said that people should be thanking him or kissing his butt, basically. For doing this for them as if he's doing them a favor. Basically, generally
Bro, I gotta hear that again.
ill. He said that
Bro, are you disagreeing with me? Are you
people
mentally
should be
ill?
thanking him or kissing his butt, basically, for doing this for them as if he's doing them a favor. Basically, generally berating the people who had maybe lost money in this. And so, quite frustrating to go into. And, well, anyway, enjoy.
Everyone thinks that, oh, everything's a rug. Everything's a rug. Everyone's here to you. Nah, we're here to onboard real people outside of this spaces, right? The people here, you guys are already y'all are ahead every day thinking everything's a scam. And you know what? You guys are right. Everything is a scam, but not this. Not this. We did not spend 6-7 months of our lives dedicated to trying to do something cool, right? To do something different. Not dumping on you. Not bundle sniped. Not 100% of the liquidity or whatever was bundle sniped by the team and propped up charts. You guys are not the target audience. Sorry to say, right? This is not the target audience.
Who's he talking to?
The target audience, which is why I'm even doing this, which is what's cool about it, is it's not in this spaces. And listen,
This guy just sounds like a salesman who thinks he's way, way fucking smarter than he actually is. He just sounds like a total fucking idiot to like anyone with a brain. But like, he's kind of what a stupid person thinks a smart person sounds like.
of you, we don't want you in the community. Let's be real, right? You're not great people. I don't know y'all, right? I see some friendly faces in this audience.
He's having a meltdown.
You know, I'm gonna say y'all, you guys, right? There's a lot of negativity in the space. I think crypto brings the mentally ill into this thing, right? If you guys are in crypto, you're most likely mentally ill. And I'm gonna count myself.
Whoa. 1 second.
Crypto brings the mentally ill into this thing, right? If you guys are in crypto, you're most likely mentally ill. And I'm gonna count myself as mentally ill for even being here right now. We're trying to actually have fun. We're trying to do something cool.
Bro, what the fuck is he talking about?
Meme tokens away for free.
Aren't you supposed to be in charge of this shit?
Had any crypto before, any meme token, and you guys should be kissing my ass because I'm trying to do something dope.
Yeah, so that's how all of
What a fucking dude. Holy shit. By the way, this is kind of probably not good of me, but if you're like a crypto person, this is like that guy is my exact Like, that's my judgment. If I'm judging you and you're into like NFTs and crypto and stuff, I just immediately think you're this guy.
This started,
Sorry.
I had watched as people got wrecked on chain, and then I go here in the actual space that's supposed to address everything, a guy berating everyone, calling them mentally ill and telling them they should be thanking him. And that's what led to sort of my attitude when I went up on stage. Also, Twitter Spaces is horrible for doing this kind of work. I normally wouldn't choose it, but all these guys seem to love Twitter Spaces. I don't know why.
Because they fucking love Twitter and Elon. I would be willing to bet an NFT crypto bros, the approval rating of Elon Musk is above 95% and close to 100. That's probably why.
Problem is people filibuster. So I know I interrupted a lot. That's because you can't let these people go run off on like 10-hour explanations, which they will do if you let them. So, yeah, anyway, here's when I got up on the space.
Be happy to answer any
I
questions.
have questions. I have questions. I'm raising my hand. Hey, guys.
What CoffeeZilla?
Hey, this is one of the most miserable, horrible launches I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, then why the fuck are you on?
Yeah, okay, so he already kind of apologized for his attitude, but like they talk over him while he's asking questions for the next little bit. But coming in hot like that, you're just gonna, you know.
I've been
that was probably a bad move on his part.
tracing it on chain for a while. You guys generated over $1 million in fees while y'all's fans got rug pulled. There was snipers, but there was also insider trading directly linked to y'all's creator account. What are you guys doing?
No, that's not true.
That is true. That's a fact.
No, it's not.
Well, it's a fact, and you can see it on chain. So
Yeah, we know. We
Dude, he is feisty. You can kind of tell being in an argument with him would kind of be a fucking nightmare, low key. Like, God, you better hope you're fucking right.
We can answer that.
Or just die or something.
you know about the insider
or
trading?
give up.
No, there's no insider trading. That's why we can answer it.
Okay,
But
so there's tokens
CoffeeZilla,
going
just-
directly from the main account,
CoffeeZilla, just chill for a second.
and then it's getting sold for 50K. Who is that?
Dude, he's so mad.
Definitely not us. You think we're doing this for 50K? Yeah, fucking right. Talking to the wrong guy. You're used to these bullshit scammers out here.
Bro, I'm
Not
so
us.
big, bro. I
Now,
never do shit for 50K, bro. Bro, that's nothing to me, dog.
We had.
That's what
we had
everyone says, by the way.
Listen,
Everyone says
doesn't
not me.
matter. No, I'm not everyone. There was a
You're different.
strategic allocation, right, through a foundation. Every single one of those was signed
Shit,
through
bruh.
a SAFT. The deployer wallet.
Fuck, bro.
You've heard of a strategic allocation or a private
How much did
sale.
y'all get doing a pre-sale? How much did y'all make?
It's not that
Selling
we
out
made.
your fans. So
Over
other
here,
people
can you give
dump on your
exact?
fans.
Hold on, CoffeeZilla, take a chill pill, brother.
Yeah, so
let's
Y'all
just
just
speak-
rug pulled a bunch of people. What
No,
are you
there's no
talking-
rug. We're here every single day. There's no rug pulled, and it's not done by us. Yes, snipers sniped it up to an insane market cap.
No, it's
and
not
dumped
just
it.
snipers.
That was not us.
not
That
just
was
that,
listen.
you know that.
Listen, no. I'm telling you the truth.
And y'all made millions on fees from this little scheme.
There's not a.
Oh,
it's
I'm
not,
sure
it's
that's
not
not
a
you getting
scheme.
those fees,
It's
right?
not a
Who's making
scheme.
the money
It's
on the
not a-
fees?
it's
Who's
not a
making
Dude,
millions of dollars?
dude,
on
CoffeeZilla's fucking shaking, bro. He was so mad. Bro, I don't know if I've ever seen him like this.
fees
Like,
from
I've
this-
seen a lot of his videos. I like CoffeeZilla a lot, but he's legit shaking
that's
mad.
not a scheme. That's the
Who's making
project. So we can keep this thing going for
Guys, we'll check
years,
Wowhead after,
okay?
all right?
That's how do you think? There's so many expenses.
Who makes the money on the fees? Someone just made over $1 million on fees. Who made it?
First of all, the fees were there with Meteora pools, and that goes to the creator, right?
Which is who? Who does that who does that belong to?
That belongs to the project.
Like, I mean, I kind of get it. Like, you said, like, you have facts and they're lying to your face. Yeah, but my thought is like, coming in hot like that mad, is they're just going to try to, like, they're not going to take you seriously and answer the questions. But also, if you, like, ask them questions and give them time to answer, they're kind of programmed to just, like, do this super long, drawn-out answer where they don't actually answer what you're actually asking them, and then people forget. So interrupting them is actually good because you're, like, not letting them get away with it. Like, hey, dude, I'm asking you this, and you're doing this. I just don't want to hear that. Like, why are you doing this, right? So you kind of have to do it.
Right.
Who's the project?
You
Who
have
is
to
the
interrupt
project?
them.
Well, the project is over here, Haley Welch, right? And
How much
there's-
does Haley
and there's a
Welch
lo-
own?
This is Haley Welch's project.
So she owns all of it.
CoffeeZilla.
Did she just make $1 million on fees on a rug?
Do you know how much it costs for lawyer fees to create a foundation in the Cayman Islands, to hire directors? You think this stuff pays for itself, right?
So y'all wanted to make the money on day one? I don't understand. I'm just asking.
We're
who
here every
actually
single
makes the
day.
millions of
Day
dollars in
one,
fees from the
day
rug.
2, day 3. You know, this is how you run a project forever. Is you have to fund that. First of all, over here can speak to the extensive amount of work and time and people that are on this project. Over here has around 18 people working on this right now as we speak.
Yeah, but who owns
It's
it?
not a small time type of nothing. We're really trying to do something here and not just do it for one day and do it for 2 days like you're
So
used
who
to.
made the money? You haven't answered the question. Who made the money? How much did Haley Welch make of that million, 1.8 million?
It's a foundation that is running this project.
How much does she own of it?
It's a foundation. She owns 0 of the foundation.
So y'all made the money?
No, I don't own the foundation.
This is my favorite
either.
part.
A foundation in the Cayman Islands.
Who
The foundation.
over
Dude.
$1 million was just made?
I mean, I do think he might be telling the truth. Like, I bet whoever's actually running this and whoever's actually making the money and owns the foundation or whatever, I bet is way over this guy's head. And I completely agree with that person in chat earlier who was saying that this guy is just an idiot they knew would take the fall for this, and that's what's going on. Because there's just, I don't even think this dude would be smart enough to even scam these people. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even think he would be capable of doing
And
that.
by the way, CoffeeZilla, I'm not asking you, questions that are irrelevant to the most important stuff that you said. Who cares where fees go? It goes to bills. It
Well,
goes
when
to
you're charging
attorneys. It goes to accountants.
15%,
It goes to directors.
You're charging
it goes
15%
to
on
staff.
the rug pool,
right?
and you're profiting from the
There's
rug
no
pool. I
rug
think it's
pull
relevant.
because we didn't pull a rug. I don't know what you're trying to say. It's not true. Yeah, that's defamation.
Doc,
what you're saying,
do the
CoffeeZilla.
math. Do
It's
the math.
defamation. You're saying that we pulled a rug. There was
you
no rug
released
pull.
3%.
You're defaming our character. It's bullshit.
What just popped up on the screen? Sneeko updates. Is that CoffeeZilla getting a Sneeko updates Twitter thing?
You're defaming our character. It's bullshit.
That's another thing. If you watch that guy, you're definitely also an idiot.
You just talk
Feel
over
like
me. You talk over me.
gotta be just a strong.
No, you're
strong
not. You're
chance.
talking over me. Let me just lay out your tokenomics. You guys released 3% to the Meteora pool, while you have 17% of the token allocation unlocked day 1 from your strategic allocation. Are you guys insane? What do you guys think exactly is going to happen when your insiders get sent their tokens? And by the way, who made the money from your 17% pre-sale while you're giving a tiny piece of the pie to the public?
Guys, he's cooking. He's cooking right now. He's got a vein popping out of his fucking forehead. I don't know if you guys see that.
What the hell? This is the worst tokenomics I've ever seen, and it is a scam.
It's not a scam.
The tokenomics are a scam. That's my opinion. You can say whatever you want about it. You can cry defamation. That's my opinion. It's a scam. And I only do this for a living. I've only seen 1 million of these projects.
So who pays you, CoffeeZilla?
I can't believe they chose to allow CoffeeZilla into this meeting. And then they whoever's in charge continued to argue with them, which to any reasonable person would make you look stupid. And to any unreasonable person, it's going to sow doubt. It's just an objective bad decision. Everything that's happened in the past 10 minutes, all of it. And then now we're going to turn this on how he makes money? What is he going to try to be like, oh, so you make money from stuff so you can run your business just like we're doing? Like,
Ooh,
dude.
turn it around. Turn it around. Turn it around. Nobody's here for me. Everyone's here for you. Where did the fees go? Where did the money for the pre-sale tokens go? Why did y'all unlock day 1 so people could dump on Haley Welch's fans? And how involved was she really? And how much money is she making from all this? What's her cut? I just got muted.
So yeah, that was the conversation. Obviously, I got a little heated there towards the end because I don't know. There was something about this guy berating people who had lost money.
Yeah, calling anyone in crypto mentally ill, including himself, in the middle of a long tangent. That was crazy.
Insisting that what was so transparently true about the fees being made, about who's benefiting from the pre-sale, just dodging all of that, it gets me so bothered. I guess it shouldn't at this point, but you know, what can I say? I'm only human. I will go ahead.
Yeah,
and
he was super
there were
pissed
two
off.
other moments. FaZe Banks got up and called these guys out, which is funny.
This 100% was a mismanaged, mislaunched. Like this is.
Why is FaZe Banks here? You know, like just like
what CoffeeZilla said. I would label this a scam as well. It's pretty obvious. Like CoffeeZilla brought up, 97% of the token was bundled into the same cluster. And in layman's terms, that just basically means 90%. 97% of all the tokens owned were by related wallets, friends of friends of friends of friends. They were like,
no, that's not true. It's not true.
Yeah, yes, it is true. Yes, no, it's 100% true.
And then also Nick
I would not have guessed
O'Neal,
that to have happened.
who is another crypto Twitter guy. He got up there and he asked them basically what I did because they wouldn't let me back up on the space. And he said, where's the money going to? And then Hawk Tuah girl, decided it was time for bed.
Yeah, I've heard this before. Anywho, I'm going to bed.
And that was the end of the space.
So I'm sort of curious, like,
This is so
not
funny if you haven't
for
heard
the
this.
token price itself, but just in terms of the fact that there's fees that are being generated, there's an actual like
Hey
source
guys,
of income.
I hate to interrupt you, Nick. Hello there. But anywho, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
She's just gone. She doesn't even sound real. She sounds like a cartoon character.
Like,
Hey guys, I hate to interrupt you, Nick. Hello there. But anywho, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Was that AI?
Okay.
And then I believe she has not been anywhere since then.
I guess we're docking over here.
Can you imagine being asked questions about a scam, and in the middle of the questioning you go, oh, yeah, I think I'm gonna hit the bed, you know? Gotta wake up bright and early for tomorrow. That is just wild. These people are not serious. Or
Also, I remember this was at like noon. Like this wasn't. This wasn't like at
very
night.
Seriously, I think it's concerning when you have a
I
project.
guess you could go to
which,
sleep then.
You know, they can say whatever they want about their 18 employees and all the hundreds of thousands they supposedly paid to set up these like Cayman Island corps to do it the right way. But at the end of the day, when you make millions of dollars on launch, where does that come from? When your insiders sell $3 million, where does that come from? Maybe the normies that you were targeting to get in? That is my problem. That is my issue, and that's why I came at them so hard. And that's basically it. I think Haley Welsh or Hawk Tuah girl, to whatever extent she was involved, is still unclear, or was unclear until her transactional entertainment lawyer contacted me.
I am Haley Welch's transactional entertainment lawyer, non-crypto. I would like to have an offline convo to give perspective and get advice if you are willing. Can't do offline, but I've been trying to reach Haley all day. If she has any final comment for the story or wants to shed light how much she's been paid and will be paid for in hot coin, kindly respond by this today. Damn, that sounds pretty Chad. I'll move my camera. That's pretty Chad right there. Dude, if I'm like a reporter guy, I mean, I guess getting an offline interview doesn't get you anything. Like, yeah, it's most likely bullshitting and he doesn't want to go on the record, so why would you take it? I've never thought about that. Like, my initial impression was he was going to say yes to that. But then he's like, nah, give me any information by 5 or you're fucked, buddy. So that puts him in control. Love that shit.
I'm just editing this live, guys. He contacted me and said he wants to have a offline combo. I said I can't do that. This is a live story. If she wants to comment on the story or shed light on how much she's been paid, kindly respond. I'll put up all these screenshots. They say she was paid in advance from a company to handle the token marketing dev launch of $125,000.
Wait. She was paid in advance from a company to handle the token. Okay, so they were basically like, here, we'll give you $125,000. Okay, this is starting to make a lot more sense. So that total, like we were just talking about how her like 15 minutes of fame is near the end, right? You'd take just a quick payday like that. Someone tells you it's not a scam. Cool. All right, let's do that. I'll take $125,000. So, and then they'll give her that stuff that she couldn't sell. So she's also not liable for that. She didn't specifically rug pull, I guess. If you have specific questions, I'm happy to answer best of my knowledge. What company is she? Okay, let's keep going.
That's the only money she's seen to date. If you have any specific questions, happy to answer. I said, what company was she paid by? What's the agreement? Did she see a cut of the pre-sale or fees from the liquidity pool? The best thing for my story is to get a copy of the agreement, of course. Christian replies, she was supposed to get 50% of net proceeds after payments of costs to third parties. Is that the 18 employees or whatever they have? I don't know. I don't know what costs they have, but 50% is a lot. They were supposed to be mutually approved between her and the company. All decisions regarding to allocation were supposed to be mutually approved. Those decisions haven't been made at this point. The goal would be to salvage the token for the holders and her true fans and do right by the community. That's not going to happen. I can't provide the actual contract, as you can imagine, but I'm happy to continue to be responsive. Your spaces and comments have been helpful, blah, blah, blah. I appreciate what you... Okay, we all know. They always say that, by the way. This guy does not appreciate what I do, I don't think. You know, an entertainment lawyer appreciating somebody talking about somebody, I don't think that's true. Look, the big deal, what he said...
Yeah, that is interesting that they typed that. I mean, it just makes you seem like a more normal human. I guess maybe in like 1% of cases it has someone go a little bit easier on you, but I think that's probably a fallacy and never
they
happens.
Always say that, by the way. This guy does not appreciate what I do, I don't think. You know, an entertainment lawyer appreciating somebody talking about somebody, I don't think that's true. Look, the big deal, what he said, is 50% net proceeds. That's a lot, actually. Now, again, 18 employees working on the Hawk Tuah coin. I don't know how much they're going to end up seeing at the end of the day, but it's going to be real money. The question about, like, oh, salvage the coin, want to salvage the coin. Guys, the problem...
Wait, it's illegal to record people without their knowledge, and then you said Texas is a one-party state. Only 11 states have two-party consent for recordings. What? So in 39 states or 38 states, you don't need to have someone's permission to record them? You can just... The consent... I'm consenting as me. That's crazy.
...is... You sold millions of dollars of pre-sale tokens.
It's kind of fucked up, though. Well, no, it's not. I guess it's not fucked up to do that maybe in some cases. But, like, in this case, if that guy said, let's have an offline conversation. This is where this conversation started. You guys were saying this earlier. You were like, he should have just said we can have an offline conversation and then record it. I don't think that may be legal, but I don't think he can do that in this situation. Like, I don't think as a reporter you can agree to get... like off the record information and then just put it on the record. That's like, that sounds like something that would be really frowned upon. Maybe not illegal, but maybe like his reputation in that industry would be destroyed. Like you would never have anyone talk to you ever again. Can you stop pausing? No, I'm going to pause as much as I want. Yeah.
And they're still out there.
It's almost over.
There's still people with these coins who are waiting to sell. So the second you go and salvage it for the fans, you're kind of dooming them again. So the best situation is just people, well, I don't really know. I don't like to give advice in situations like this. You know, it's like asking someone how to clean up a car crash. It's like, well, ideally this wouldn't have happened in the first place. So can't give too much advice there. The situation's horrible as it is. I appreciate them actually responding though, but she is actually making a lot of money off of this. And I do actually think that's a problem. So, I don't know. I think this whole situation is terrible, and she should feel bad. I hope she does, really, because
that's the end of this.
She got in bed.
All right. What's the Wowhead shit? Mythic Plus improvements coming next week. In next week's update, Siren Isle patch 11.0.7, we will make several adjustments to the availability of Gilded Harbinger crests. Oh, I said that right. I always say Harbinger. And the acquisition of all crest types. through Mythic Plus dungeons specifically. Okay. That's kind of interesting because I wonder if they want Mythic Plus to by far be the best way to... Because it's already the fastest way to get crests. So making it even faster is like kind of like an island expedition kind of problem. In a way, you know? Like where you just... People... Island expeditions weren't as bad as a lot of people remembered, but you didn't like them because you felt forced to do them because they were 10 times better than everything else to farm Azerite power. You know? But whatever. Gilded Crest and Mythic Track gear represent a pinnacle of available gear in a season and are meant to be rare. We've seen feedback of both the availability of these and yeah, felt prohibitive. Cool. Currency for Mythic Plus dungeons are now scaled by keystone level. W, been saying this the whole... We've probably mentioned this on stream infinite times and on the podcast at least 3 or 4 times. If you get 12 Gilded Crests from an 8 and you're able to time a 12... Why the fuck would that one still give you 12 Gilded Crests? You just did something, and I don't know the actual stats, but mathematically you could actually calculate exactly how much harder it is, and it's giving you the same reward. That doesn't make sense. So, yeah, that's good. Oh, okay, dropped and then timer expired. Okay, so they're showing how many will drop. Okay. So they now scale by keystone level, and completing a keystone outside of the timer now always deducts 4 crests. So if you're doing a 12 and you deplete it, you're still going to get 16 crests. That's a great change. I would kind of argue that there shouldn't be any penalty because there's already penalties built into Mythic Plus and that you've just depleted your key. But it used to be a lot worse. So certainly W on it being better, but I actually still think... Like you're already punished. If you don't time a key, you are in that dungeon for longer. Maybe 10 or 15 minutes longer, worst case scenario. So being punished for depleting the key at all, and then also you're in there longer is like double bad. And your key just depleted. I feel like there just shouldn't be any penalty, but I don't hate this. This is good. Number of Gilded Harbinger Crests needed to purchase a nascent Gilded Harbinger Crest reduced to 60. Wait, crafting only costs 60 things now? That's fucking sick too. Now, I really wonder, do you guys think this is a end of season change? Or do you guys think this is a next patch change? They probably mention it here. I'll just keep reading. No, I know it's happening next week. I mean, is this going to continue through the next season? Like, for example, crafted items being 60 instead of 90 is a major change for, like, the beginning of a patch. But, you'll see. Number of Harbinger Crests needed to purchase trade-up bags reduced to 45 was 90. Okay, cool. Harbinger of the Gilded achievement now requires item level 636 in every slot. W. I've been saying they should do this for weeks. Like, it's actually possible. So Harbinger of the Gilded is the thing where if you get 639 in every slot, now in your entire account, Gilded Crests are like a discounted upgrade cost. But 639 is such a random thing. There was a lot of people who were 639 or 636 in most slots, unless you're missing a specific trinket on Mythic. But you could just get any other trinket to satisfy that. And in a lot of cases, 636 crafted items are actually best in slot. So, like, why would you have to randomly get a 639 to unlock this? So this is just a great change. For players who are functionally finished with their gearing journey, the bar for Harbinger of the Gilded achievement seemed a bit too high, correct? Cool. The changes to crests awarded from Mythic Plus have 2 main aims. Ideally, challenge and reward should be directly correlated. Until now, players' primary goal is optimating crest income or incentivized to run the lowest difficulty. Yes. Cool. We already talked about that a lot. While it is important for all members of the Mythic Plus group to have a shared interest in finishing a dungeon, dropping a reward from 12 crests down to 5 when the timer was missed felt overly punitive. Currently in patch 11.0.5, for example, a group who fails to beat the timer by a Mythic Plus 7 will receive more crests. We hope that a difference of 4 crests strikes a better balance of incentivizing group effort while still feeling rewarding. It's just definitely a good change. Our goal with these changes is to help players who are attempting to push the upper echelons of content. Okay, so one thing they didn't address in here that I wish they would have is, man, they need to, I don't know what it is, But like, I feel like maybe it's like this is only the case after the 0.7 patch or something, but like crest rewards should just be doubled. I don't know. It's just you're just so far behind now. But yeah, at least crest related. Get ready for the Drat video? Dude, we might be recording a podcast in a few minis. What is it? I think it should just be account wide. If you've earned 570 total on your account, you can upgrade to 570 on all your characters. That might be a little not great. It doesn't fix Max. It doesn't fix the issues of flight stones being the worst currency ever. That is correct. Speaking of that, I'm going to be recording a podcast in 20 minutes, and I've already been here for about 3 hours, so I'm going to head the fuck out. Got to make sure I'm ready for hockey later. So good looks, everybody, today. Good little yap, good little sesh, good little session. Good little sesh. Max, I won't resub until I can log into any class respect and get into a key just as fast as a meta class. Alright, blow up then.